You're listening to a Destiny Park Media podcast.
Remember in those movies where it was new to have video games in your movies, and they didn't know what noises to put in, or how people acted with remote or with playing controllers.
Oh, yeah. So being a gamer, not like a genuinely, but a somewhat frustrating thing is like watching like adults try to like portray playing video games on screen.
Yeah,
and it's like these exaggerated motions, them like moving their hands around like they've never played a video game in their life.
Xbox controller for NES Mario.
Thank you. Thank you.
Which you could be playing. Like, I guess they could.
Yeah, you could now, but like
emulation and all.
Yeah, back then though, it's like.
But they'd be like, "I'm about to beat the dungeon master." Like they'd have unrelated dialogue
to the screen.
It was all done in post. So like, I'm about to meet the dungeon master, and then it's like Sonic.
Wouldn't dare ask anybody to like actually set them up correctly. Like,
yeah.
No.
If you want a whole TV show that feels like that, I would recommend The Big Bang Theory.
No.
It is that, but the TV show.
Oh no!
Nah, we're off to a good start.
That's funny because that's not good.
That's not good. We are the Oculus Slide podcast.
Indeed.
I'm Michael D. Rowland,
and I'm good old MJ, or some call me Jawa.
You just called yourself Jawa?
Jawa.
I think you're
like
thinking
with
of
a lisp.
I think you're thinking of Star Wars.
Yeah, Jabba.
The Jawas.
Yeah. Oh, the Jawas. See, I'm so out of my depth. I'm like, what is that a thing?
It is.
It's an actual.
If you can put two random noises together, it is a Star Wars character.
Yeah, thank you. Exactly. Oh my god. Yeah.
Snorko. That's a Star Wars character. So we're coming at you live on, what is this, August 10th? Mm-hmm. And 8 out of 10. Not bad.
8 out of 10. We're doing pretty good for ourselves.
Out of 10. That's correct.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, the year, I wouldn't say is the most amazing.
Well, tomorrow, our episode where we talked about the Great Gomah is coming out. So
that Gomah.
Yeah, so we talked about that.
The fan favorite.
So we're about we're about to see it, if the year could take a turn.
You know what? Thank you for saying that, because I was thinking about that randomly, and I was like, when is that going to kick off? Because we did the episode, and I totally forgot that
it ain't come out yet.
It never aired, so we're still we're not on the clock yet.
Shimamura. Yeah. But enough of this. So we should talk about something that happened to both of us.
Yeah.
Something
electrifying, maybe?
Carmen electrifying.
Yeah, that's my girl. For the millennials out there, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. The millennials will remember her, and
no one else will, though, sadly. And that's not a dig, it's just that she definitely had a window.
Hey, the Prince fans will too, because she was a Prince protege.
She really was.
For a bit. I mean, he gave her the name Carmen Electra. So.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, that was the stage name that he.
Spicy.
Yeah.
I like that. That's
fun. I played a concert recently, and I'm not trying to pat myself on the back for it. Mm-hmm. There's that meme of Biden giving himself a presidential Medal of Freedom or something, some shit. It's he didn't really. It's Photoshop shenanigans. Yeah. So,
you mean the thing?
Yeah. He's like, and they both look so sleepy. Sleepy Joe.
That's very funny.
We got to muddy the waters a bit, so we sound like we.
That's true. Could cover our tracks.
But it's me talking about a Dermot concert is a lot like that. So I'll keep it brief. But what was really fun was that I had a good turnout for it.
Yeah,
including.
Truly.
Including Mike Jallah. And it was a surprise because on that stage we were at the White Squirrel Bar. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it was just how their stage lights are or it was my height, but the lights were in my eyes. So I could not see a single thing up there. I didn't see you.
Is that better or worse? So I did used to perform too, so I mean... I can't remember that far back to remember if that was better for me or not. But
for me, it was actually kind of worse. Because I couldn't see who was there.
Okay.
I couldn't see what people thought of stuff.
Sure.
It was basically like I just had to try my best to like do what I think looks good.
Yeah. Audio feedback too.
Yeah. Audio. Who? No.
I know. What?
I can't hear you. But no. There was one point where I'm pretty sure I was trying to point to my girlfriend.
You were.
And I pointed to the sound guy.
Oh, well, he happened to be standing in front of you, yes.
Okay.
But yes. No, the point made it somewhere in that general vicinity where she was.
It was definitely pointing at the crowd.
Yeah, it was very crowd focused.
Where she was.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Just pointing to your side, like.
Yeah, just a truly gifted performer can make everyone in the audience think that they looked at
them. Yeah. The focus is on them.
And everyone in the audience who paid money to see a performer is a little bit delusional, just the tiniest bit.
A little bit.
Where it's like, I paid good money for this, so it would make my day if the performer looked at me when they pointed. Okay, he looked in my general direction.
It. Yeah. That was me. That was for me.
That was for me.
Yeah, it was good times, though.
Mike Jallah. But I remember I got off stage and when you're getting off stage as a small fry, you have to start getting your gear down and make sure that you know where to put the gear and what everyone's going to do after the show in terms of who's all hanging out where.
Sure.
And but I did hear your voice.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I said Mike woke. I don't know if you caught that, but
no,
that was kind of like during between song.
Oh wow!
But I can't remember. I didn't say it that. I said it once. So
okay, good.
I was fucking around, but
only once is fine. But
yeah, just keep saying it like a fucking heckler.
There was a Doughboys show. I think it was in Minnesota where someone in the audience kept saying like, what was it? It was like cheesy potatoes or something like that. I can't remember. That's probably not it. But they kept saying the same food over and over again.
Oh my god, that's horrible.
Yeah, it was like, are you trying to be like post-ironic or something?
Mad cringe, bro.
No, but the funniest story about you was that I was talking to you and my girlfriend after the show, and she says, yeah, I knew Jallah was here because suddenly I heard his voice and I started looking for him, because I wanted to meet him because I listen to the podcast every week.
Yeah, that was funny.
That was so great. So
your mom was there.
Yes, that's another funny
that was
story
awesome.
We should mention is that you come up to my mom who's maybe met a lot of people, her social battery is a little low or something. You come up to her and you go, Mama Roland, I'm Mike. And her face, I remember, and I was like talking to other people, but I heard the warm way you said, Mama Roland, I'm Mike. And, I was worried what she was she looked sort of scared for a second.
Yeah. No, she was taken aback.
Yeah, and then you said, Mike Jallah. And then she's like, oh, I know Jallah.
Yes.
So do you...
I had to affirm myself.
To her, you're more Jallah than you are Mike.
Oh, yeah. I always...
So she got... And I think she may have thought that you were, some sort of scammer who was trying to pretend to be me.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, Mike Roland.
You know how they usually target people on the phone?
On the phone.
So, yeah, but you were like, this lady looks like she hasn't seen her son.
I know, I gotta say my last name.
No, but
I always introduce myself as myself.
As Mike. No, but it was great. She thought you were awesome.
Yeah,
and
I thought she's great.
Yeah. And I just thought it was so sweet that you were so warm to my family.
Oh, yeah.
And my girlfriend. And,
yeah.
That
was fun.
You and Joe were talking.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
The great Joe.
The great Joe.
The great Gomah.
Yeah, the great Gomah. No, it's fun to see the people in the flesh, I think.
Yeah.
So that's great.
And, it was, I think it was a good show. I think it was.
No, so from the other side, you guys were killing it, because you said you'd hired 2 guys, right?
Yep.
And
paid them.
Yep, and the music, you guys were ripping it.
Sweet.
The music sounded so good.
Thank you.
And the new records sound awesome. It's crazy, man. You know, you have something good when I'm sitting there and I'm like, did he like compose like all this music? I'm like thinking in my head, like, how does he come up with like all the different tunes for all this music? You came up with all the shit, yeah?
2 songs I didn't.
But still.
One is the opener, which was Hajime No Ippo's second opening.
Of course.
Inner Light.
Yes,
I did not come up with that. And then
you sure?
yes. Maybe in another time.
Yeah, there you go.
And the other one was Weezer's Pink Triangle.
Yeah, that was good too.
Yeah, and it was funny. We used that to sound check with. So
nice.
We did that like 4 times. The first verse.
Mm-hmm.
And then so when the show comes around, I go, we have a special surprise. A special surprise cover. You'll never guess what Weezer song this is.
Right.
And, yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. One of the guys from the show, the band, if you will, said it was a master class in stage banter. So
yeah, you guys killed it.
That's it's always nice to hear that because it's tough to figure out what to say on stage. But
yeah, it's literally the same for pretty much every stage performer, like big or small. It's a lot of just kind of like it's small talk to the masses, which is so funny.
Yeah.
But no, the music was great.
Thank you. That is all.
The new records. I'm excited for the record, man.
Yeah, the new stuff is cool.
Shit. Yeah,
it worked live.
It really worked live.
The first time I played those songs was like acoustically at a cafe. Last year, and I had doubts
about the records because of the acousticness.
Yeah, it didn't work when I was playing by myself.
Sure.
And Eric, the producer of the record, and he played lead guitar for the show. Once I had everyone playing together, it all came together real good. So
you guys practiced that performance before you went up there?
Yeah.
So you kind of had an ear for what it would sound like.
For the most part, we had some glitches.
Oh yeah,
some glitches in the Matrix.
Like most shows,
we only were able to get together 2 times beforehand, and I would have loved to have done more because if we sounded great, like a lot of people said, if we sounded great after 2,
imagine what
3,
4 or 5. You know what I'm saying?
6.
No, it was rocking, man. Yeah. It was really rocking. The shit was fire.
Yeah, thank you very much. Well, and everyone who came out, if you're listening to this, thank you very much. I think we'll do another show before the first single of the record comes out as like a single release party.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
That's what I'm thinking. Instead of like waiting until the full record comes out because you can't
get more exposure for it.
Yeah. So anyway, I didn't want to mention that because it was cool to see you there and we had some fun stories with my girlfriend and then my mom.
It was fun.
2 separate people.
2 of the ladies.
Very separate people.
Very.
Yeah, that didn't land well, that joke, but that's okay.
2 very separate people.
I was hoping you would laugh.
That was a very subtle joke that was so under the radar.
I was hoping you would laugh immediately. Yeah,
because I took it very literal. I was like, yes,
I'm just
real Andrew.
You were like, yep, no need to acknowledge it. But I'm like, I need to acknowledge it.
Let me talk about it. No, that's good though. I thought it was great.
Okay.
Seeing everybody there was great. Well, and your sis. I saw your sister too.
That's right. My sister from Chicago.
So that's your twin, huh?
Twin sister,
that's crazy.
You can tell because we always finish each other's
sentences.
That's correct.
Phrases.
The classic Arrested Development style joke would be sandwiches.
Sandwiches, there you go.
Finish each other's sandwiches. But we didn't say this at the top, but you can see the title of the episode. This is Ippo-Pa-Looza 3.
Yes, the final.
The Rising.
I believe shouldn't it be the falling or something? Or
no? What?
I know he shouldn't be falling at all.
No, well, he did fall a few times in this season.
That's true.
So I don't really know. We haven't done one of these episodes in a while.
Yeah.
I wanted to have some preamble.
Little Ippo preamble.
Little Ippo. Oh no!
What are you thinking?
I was thinking, what's it when before sex or your
foreplay?
Ippo foreplay. That's right.
Ippo foreplay. Sounds crazy.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean that.
Sounds absolutely divine. Actually,
sounds subarashi.
That's, there you go.
Japanese for wonderful.
Yeah, there you go. I like that. See, it's already starting off right.
Ippo. I mean, he's not one for foreplay. He just kind of goes out there. Does the Peekaboo, thank you.
Yeah, he's also not one for women either.
That's kind of flirty. He's not one for women.
What I mean to say is he's not one for his woman.
Yeah, he does not give enough attention to Kumi.
You know what it is it's a youthful cluelessness is really what he carries. And it's very identifiable.
Yeah, it's a shonen stereotype.
Yeah. Just a young man stereotype.
I get that. Yeah, I was definitely focused on my music back in the day.
Yeah. Not that I didn't have the eye out there, but it's about you got to be able to also execute, and that's like the hard part. Or it was the hard part.
Okay.
As a younger person. And a younger, shyer person is hard to execute.
Make sure to say was.
Was. Now I just swoop.
I'm not single.
Yeah, I'm not single at all.
Nice try, ladies.
Ladies, yeah.
Obviously, this podcast has a lot of ladies.
That's true.
I think our demographics are like more women are listening to the podcast than men.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, it's great to know.
Yeah. I mean, it is great to know, and also to just like, step away.
What's going to happen, though, is, like, we're going to hit, like, an influx of, like...
incels.
Yeah, or something along the lines of that. And then it's going to get oversaturated.
Sort of a tipping point.
Yeah, and the women are going to start fleeing. And
once they realize how traditional we are.
These guys in the traditional man show.
But before we get to specifics about Rising... I sent a message to my buddy Waylon, who's been watching Ippo with me.
Yeah.
And I was inspired by some of the stuff I was watching today to say, like, morons, I ship Ippo and Miata. And then traditional men, I ship Ippo and Volk. Because I realize Ippo and Volk is the much better ship than Ippo.
Oh, yeah, much better. Much, much better.
I mean, they've moved each other to the tiers several times.
Yeah, they have I love their relationship that they had.
It's very tender.
In the fighting. I thought it was fantastic. That scene... It's always somebody going onto a plane. Any romantic... It's not romantic in the show, but like... Any type of thing, like some rom-com, it's always, I'm getting on the plane. It's like,
wait,
why?
And then they run through the airport. Although for Ippo, George Morikawa was very smart and just had Ippo talk to one flight agent, and then Volg was behind him.
Yeah.
He didn't have to run
for me.
Oh man, no, I do think that Ippo loved Volg.
Yeah, Volg's great. I mean, I really like Volg too. I wish he actually was more around, because it would have really been fun to see, like, you know how they did the stuff for Miata when he was overseas. Like that'd be cool to see kind of Volg's. Well, actually, Volg, he didn't really do much boxing.
No, he gave up for a bit. And then his mama passed away.
That's right.
So
it would have been like a drama, like slice of life drama,
which
could have worked.
It could have, but it might have been too drastic of a change for the show.
Yeah.
If they added a laugh track, it could have been
very 90s.
Yeah, but
90s.
It's very popular to ship Ippo and Miata, and then but I think Ippo and Volg is the new. If I'm going gay.
If you're going, I mean that would be the route.
Yeah. Ippo and Mashiva is just no good.
That's a toxic relationship.
There's nothing there.
That's toxicity. If you're into toxicity,
nothing good there.
I guess Miatas can be a little toxic too.
Miata is he's so tsundere that he's like, like even when he's watching Ippo versus Sawamura, he's like, I want to see a Makanouchi killer. He's like, he's acting like he wants to see Ippo lose, and it's like, that's your boy, man. That's your boyfriend, man.
So here's what I want to say, because I didn't get to say it also.
Sorry.
No, I didn't get to say it in our last Ippo thing.
Okay, sure.
The second season, the Challenger. I forgot to highlight how Miata was completely out of character in a great way during the Takamura, why am I forgetting Crazy Boy's name?
Brian Hawk.
Yeah, the Brian Hawk fight.
I call him Brock for short.
I took a screenshot and I totally forgot.
Cool. Let's see this.
Yeah, of the scene where I was like, look at him.
Is it when he's telling them to cheer for? Oh.
When he was like visually distraught.
He punched the ground because he was so worried about Takamura fighting Brian Hawk. He was
insanely worried.
He's on his knees.
Like, I was like, look at Miata, like he really cared.
That's a good catch.
I was like, I mean, this fight, like, if not more going on, everyone was just like, it was not traumatic, but it was like even more than an event. It was a spectacle.
Yeah.
A spectacle that everyone's heart was in. And for different reasons. Yeah, Miata was like almost crying.
Well, and they have Date explain what that's right. He's known Takamura for longer than any of these guys. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, and Miata met him when he was a kid.
Yeah.
So
it's like seeing your big bro.
Yeah.
Like literally big bro.
Big bro figure.
Yeah. He's going through the fight of his life.
I thought you were going to mention that Miata was out of character in the Arnie Gregory fight where he's on the mat and he's on his knees and he just met the bloody Koros.
Yeah.
And he's knocked down and he starts pounding the mat.
He's mad.
He's having one of the worst crash outs that anyone has ever had on the show. Yeah.
He did crash out for a second.
And everyone's like, holy shit, his pride is destroyed.
I hated that.
And he's like, I'll have to counter the counter.
Yes, counter the counter.
Bloody cross, man.
Bloody cross.
But yeah, so if you remember our last episode, last Ippo-Pa-Looza episode, our thoughts on New Challenger were that it's definitely good, and it has some incredible series highlights. I think I would call the Hawk versus Talk fight. I would call that the fighting level. I think it's up there.
Yeah, I think it's. And it's truly anime. Ooh, yeah. It's truly anime.
But it's not a draw. Like, I think when we were talking about New Challenger, a lot of the time we said traditional anime in a drawback way.
I know. I didn't really mean to say it like that. It's just that.
But for the fight, for the series ending fight, it is not a drawback because the themes are so dense in that fight. Right. And it's not. Deep. Yeah. So it's like. They have the perfect visual playground of like,
yes,
you know,
they do
seemingly superpowered fighters.
Yeah.
But like really, really, down, what's the word? Relatable.
Yeah.
Relatable struggle.
Yep. Yeah. Definitely salt to the earth.
Yeah. Where it's, talent versus hard work. Respect, Japan versus America.
Yeah. Japan versus America. Yeah. Yeah, the traditionalism from a boxing standpoint versus brutalism, really.
Yeah. Violence.
Yeah, very American. Very American.
Yeah.
Actually, if you really think about it, it's pictured very well, Japan versus America in like personality.
Yeah.
Which is kind of sick. We are Brian.
Yeah, we're Brian Hawk. Well, and he's like not using proper form, and he's bending his back, and
he's doing whatever it takes to win.
Yeah,
he's had a hard life.
Well, I don't know how Rising could possibly create a character that would top Pause, that would get even more crazy than Brian Hawk. But Rising is a show that came out in 2013, and it's by pretty much the same group of people as New Challenger.
Yep,
but the last 4 episodes of this series are they're directed by this guy with the last name Nishimura, who worked on Hajime No Ippo, the fighting.
Yes, and the beloved fighting.
We'll talk about those last 4 episodes at the end.
Yeah,
but I guess my question would be: what were your first thoughts when you watched Rising?
Yeah, so I've been waffling through some thoughts about it. So when I first saw Rising, I thought, wow, this is like really great. There were some really good Ippo fights in it. Takamura makes another appearance in it, so I thought that was great to see him in there again. And then obviously we get that last stretch at the end. So I really enjoyed what I saw. And watching it again, I don't want it to sound negative, but I didn't love it as much as the first time I saw it.
Oh, okay.
And when we rewatched the new Challenger, actually, and rewatching a lot of like the highlights of New Challenger, there's a lot in there that really lit my fire, so to speak. That I don't know if Rising has those moments for me. Weirdly.
Wow.
So it seems weird.
Okay.
Because we definitely, when we first were going into the Ippo-Pa-Looza, we both had the tone of like, the Challengers, like whatever. You know what I mean? This is dumbing down all of our very detailed talks that you guys can go back to and listen to if you haven't already. But we felt like, you know what, the main issue I think that we had initially, at least speaking from my perspective anyway, is that the new Challenger comes after the fighting. That's probably its main Achilles heel. Honestly.
I would agree. Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, because like, say if you swapped the seasons around, like, I think you would run into even worse territory in the sense that like, there's more Ippo fights. Yeah. So if you are feeding the people from fighting over to, if Rising was in front of New Challenger, but I don't know. It would be more. It would kind of. At least that's just my thought. Okay. But yeah, but I enjoy Rising. I think Rising is amazing. I think the animation is probably better. Yeah. Than New Challenger, though, for sure.
I would agree. It seems like they figured out how to animate Ippo again
in the newer style.
Yeah, like it's less shiny. Yeah. It is still modern, but it also there's moments of smear and fluidity and like animation effects like smoke and beams and such. So sure. There's more subtle detail in all the episodes, not just in like because I think what it felt like was like New Challenger like had episode after episode that looked pretty bad, and then the last 6 episodes or so before, or I would say not the last 6, but the big chunk of Hawk versus Takamura. It's like, oh, that's where all of the like talent and budget went.
Absolutely.
It's very simplified. But, for Rising, it's a little bit spread out more. Like there's several different sections where they have high quality, top tier animation. Right. It's not as like we don't have to go through so many different like stiff episodes. Sure, if that makes sense.
That's a good point. They do a good job in Rising of kind of filling the space as you're going down the season a lot better than Challenger does. Yeah. So it's like a really solid meal all the way through. Yeah. Versus like Challenger where you had a couple of subpar like appetizers, kind of gearing up for like something that's coming after the 4th course or the 3rd course or whatever, and you get that 3rd course and it blows you away. You're like, yo, this restaurant's crazy.
And then it colors the memory of the rest of the meal in a positive way.
Yes, exactly. You're like, yo, that restaurant was awesome.
Now, Rising does have in Act 3 or in the last 4 episodes.
It does.
It does still have that, just like New Challenger ended with a bang. Although New Challenger's actual like finale is like,
the actual last.
It's not so great.
No,
because they're like, okay, we got to somehow wrap this up as an Ippo show. But Rising, one of its biggest strengths, you mentioned that, is that it is back to being a Ippo show.
Yes.
Hajime No Ippo. Yeah. He's the main character. He has the first fight of the series. We can go fight by fight if
we can hit the little beats of the fights.
The first fight is Ippo versus Shimabukuro, I believe his name is. He is a the man of the sea, and that's really all there is to him. He's a short fella,
short and stocky.
Stocky. How is he a featherweight? Nobody knows.
Because he's got to be like 5'3",
right?
Like, and just huge.
Interesting character design, but it takes me out of the show a bit.
Very blocky.
He looks very like fictional. Like
he does look very fictional.
It's like obviously all these guys have anime faces, but like this guy's just like he looks like a cartoon.
Yeah. He's very Yeah, he looks like a bodybuilding. I think that's also the thing too, is that in Ippo's show, like, there's not a ton of characters where they look like too out of their body physically. They look like boxers, like a little lengthier. Some of them, some are more thinner with like stretchier limbs, and some have a little tighter. Ippo's got a tighter build, so he's got more definition. Yeah, but he's not huge.
I will say some characters do look outside of their weight class. But it's for entertainment value.
Of course.
Like Jason Ozma is just.
That's so funny. That's the person that I thought too. He's just not tall.
A featherweight.
Yeah,
unless he like ate a bunch of feathers that somehow lighten his weight.
He pissed a lot of all the weight out during the weight.
Yeah, the weight cut arc for him is even worse than Takamura. Anyway, so this fight started the series off on a very bad note. Even on my first watch through, like all of Hajime no Ippo, where I'm like, okay, Brian Hawk, that was really good. I see why Jallah loved it. Yeah. I'm really excited, and I still enjoy every single fight. Watch.
Sure.
So I'm like, okay, this is great. This is awesome.
Man of the Sea.
And the series starts out with a flashback to what happened to Ippo's father. Because we'd never seen up till that point.
Thank you for mentioning that. Yeah. That was a really important thing I wanted to talk about in the
series
show.
Starts with Ippo. Yeah. And we get to learn more about our main character.
Yeah, that was great. Yeah. I love the backstory, because I think in the season before, you got a lot of backstory from his friends. Yeah. You got to see kind of their lives before. You saw Takamura's family and lifestyle before that. Kind of how he got into the whole thing.
Kimura has a whole OVA.
Yep. Yeah, Kimura has a whole OVA. Like, you got to really know, like, them. And then Ippo, before that, like, you kind of were following him on this main journey.
The main thing was he wants to be strong. He wants to be a boxer.
Right. But why? He's with his mom. Yeah. Whereas,
very interesting way to tell a story. It's almost like Ippo's story is told out of order.
Yeah.
Kind of a fascinating way by George.
Yeah, I think them going that route, I thought that was great. I really liked watching that story. The creators of the show, that's how you know they're really good, because they're not pigeonholed to only fighting stories. Like, they can tell stories that are outside of the ring, like, as if it's nothing. Like, this is what the type of shows we write. We write just shows about, like, character development and, emotional and, this type of thing.
I will say that it's a Morikawa, apparently in the manga, he gives a lot more, like, build up to this fight. Sure. Shimabukuro.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And I guess he and Ippo, like, meet before the fight, and they go fishing together. Oh. And, like, so the Man of the Sea thing actually had, like...
More context.
And, like, they had, like, differences in ideals, and he met Ippo's mom, and
he did.
I guess smelled her. And because he didn't believe that Ippo was a man of the sea.
I get it.
But then he smells Ippo's mom, who's like, just smells like, worms.
Oh, yeah.
And, as the great Umezawa famously bullied Ippo for.
Oh, that's a good point. I didn't put those two pieces together. Now, thank you for that. That was great.
Yeah, so she is clearly a woman of the sea. So he's like, okay, you are a descendant of a woman of the sea. Yeah, so you're okay.
But by the way, he's been helping his mom for however long. Yeah. Maybe it's only been a little bit, and she does a lot of it, but he's been out there.
No stolen valor.
Thank you.
No, Umezawa made fun of him for that on the first episode of Ippo. And Shimabukuro, I think he's just like...
I get what he's trying to get at. He's trying to test Ippo's gangsta, as it were.
Sea gangsta.
Right? Yeah, are you really about that sea love?
Dude needs to shut up about the sea. I swear. That's one of the toughest things about this fight, is to constantly hear him talk about being a man of the sea, or is Ippo
going
deep.
Of the
sea. And then the conclusion of the fight is Takamura saying, that's where you went wrong, as Ippo is a boxer. He's not a man of the sea. It's like, yeah, we know. It's a boxing show. It's boxing anime.
See, the problem was you tried to swim your way out of this fight. And,
So here's the big issue with the Rising. This is the big issue on second watch.
Okay, so you have a thing.
I think it's better than New Challenger still. Okay. I do. Mm-hmm. But I do think it is flawed, and it's that it is a the Ippo plot in the whole show is about the Dempsey roll.
Yeah, and this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah. And on a second watch, it is much less fun to watch. Yeah, people talking about one technique the whole time.
Thank you.
So Shimabukuro, his big announcement to the press and to the boxing world is that he has created a Dempsey roll killer. He's created a technique that will destroy the Dempsey roll, as it were.
Yeah.
So Ippo's reaction to this, on first watch, I'm thinking, okay, he's going to have to learn something new. He's going to learn a new technique, my boy.
Let's get the new techniques going.
That's what Ippo from the fighting would do.
Yeah.
However, and this is where it challenges us as watchers, Ippo instead goes, no, I don't want to lose the Dempsey. It's my calling card. It's my
thing.
It's how I won.
It's what makes me strong.
An actual line from the show that I wrote down just to make sure I brought up.
Sure.
Is him saying, it's all I've got. The Dempsey roll is all I've got. He's actually saying that about Sawamura challenging the Dempsey roll.
Which is...
It's not true.
Yeah, it's incredible that he says that.
Yeah.
And,
this technique is all I have. What the hell? What the hell is he talking about? And nobody corrects him on it. Like,
they're like, yeah, you're right. This is all you have. You know what's so funny that you say that, though? Because it's really interesting because Ippo being in his own head as a boxer, he's saying it's all I got. And looking from the outside, you're like, no, Ippo's a good boxer. And then a part of me, though, also looks at Ippo and says, well, Ippo has a lot of heart.
Yeah.
And he's not fast. He's not super fast. And he's really strong.
Yeah.
But aside from being really strong, having a lot of heart,
he always gets up.
He always, the heart being getting up and pushing through. The third thing is the Dempsey roll. He has other moves, but when you think about Ippo's fights, he's not doing things in the ring that, besides the Dempsey roll and another technique that I can't.
Gazelle punch.
The gazelle punch.
The liver blow.
Yeah, liver blow is great.
Liver blow is super underrated, by the way.
It's very underrated. Body blows I think that's probably like my favorite other attribute that Ippo does is his body blows are like killer.
I think feinting with intent is not used nearly enough.
Thank you. That's another move that should... So all these things should be in his arsenal, and for some reason they're not. Like,
he's a meathead.
Thank you.
He forgets about
this
boxing.
Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, so let's just come out with it. I think Rising is where you realize that Ippo is... he became champion as a boy. He's still a boy.
Yeah.
And I think he becomes a man after defeating Sawamura.
Sure.
I think he becomes a man after that fight.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, maybe not, because he's doing something so reckless and nearly ending his career.
Yeah.
We'll have to see what the manga does, but...
yeah, because it's really more he's being stubborn.
Yeah, he's being stubborn, and also he's being coached by a guy who should know better and say, hey... This technique is or it's out of date for a reason. Like,
that's a good point.
Modern boxing is not just about hitting the person as hard as possible. Right. Like, it's about, again, feints and tricking people and using your head, and not getting hit. Like, Ippo gets hit so much.
This is what I'm talking about. This third season, sometimes it makes me. On the other hand, I understand. I get when he says it's all I got, because watching it sometimes he doesn't feel like a superior boxer to other boxers around him. It's not like
his confidence, man.
Yeah, he's not even as bad as I don't like calling him bad because I think he's a good boxer as well. He's just very goofy.
Is it Sendo you're going to say?
No, not Sendo. Sendo is Sendo.
As bad?
Yeah. No, I'm not that much of it. I am a hater, but I'm not that much of a hater.
Okay, good.
I get him. But, Aoki, or however you pronounce it, even being as not a great boxer as he is, he actually developed a few different techniques. And he really...
I know. And we got to talk about one of them today.
Right.
I'm excited about that one.
He's gotten a few things under his belt where he can utilize them at any time during fights. That's my favorite, that homeboy took it. But anyway. Yeah.
I would rather watch any given Aoki fight than nearly every Ippo fight post the fighting. Damn.
I know, it's like, why am I shitting on Ippo?
That's what makes me feel bad, is I go, I love Ippo.
Yeah, I'm not trying to shit on you. Goat. It's like we're talking to him, and he's like, he comes to you, right? Yeah. And he's like, guys, am I a good boxer? And then I have to not say something right away, because I'm like, you are.
You're a champion.
That's a great. You're a champion.
You're a champion. You're a cheese champion.
Yeah, the cheese that comes. You're a cheese champion.
So in Rising, Coach Kamogawa tells Ippo, did you notice that you have 4 challengers right now? You're a cheese champion, which means that people see holes in your championship.
We also see them, Seth.
Yeah. And I think that Sendo might have been the ultimate cheese champion. because he seemed to, I think he defended his championship once.
Yeah.
And he was still obsessed with Ippo the whole time. And he's like, I gotta fight this guy who hasn't even made his way up in the ranks yet.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Sendo is he has less it factor than Ippo does. Yeah. So the thing that Ippo has in spades is that he has it. Mm-hmm. And that's the thing with Ippo. He may not. So if I'm going to be super frank, and super critical, if I say Ippo, you're a pretty good boxer, but you're not the best boxer I've seen.
Yeah.
But you have it. You do have it. And that it will take you far. Mm-hmm. But people that you're gonna run into people that are gonna be much better boxers than you.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to figure out how to overcome it. And because you have it, you most likely will get to that point, but it's gonna be hard. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
it's gonna be hard.
I think that Ippo, he was gifted with that incredible willpower.
Mm-hmm. And strength. He's got a lot of strength.
And strength. Of course, he's a heavy puncher, of course. But he almost was unlucky with how unnaturally quick he rose up in the fighting.
He didn't have to struggle as much from he could just knock people out.
Yeah.
And this is very Mike Tyson-ish, which he's kind of patterned after.
Yeah, he is.
Be honest with you.
No, he is. In chapter 1, the videotapes that Takamura gives him to study in the manga they're literally Mike Tyson.
That's right, and he probably just patterned the game after that.
Yeah. So it's the show / manga does all this for a reason. Mm-hmm. I know that George is cooking up something with Ippo.
Really?
It's frustrating to watch. Yeah, he is.
I'm excited.
Well,
or maybe not excited.
I forgot. Do you care about spoilers? We'll cut this out from the episode. But.
Spoilers from the manga side?
The manga, yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. we're off topic. No, we have to get back on the show.
I'm very interested in what happens after Rising on the manga. And
Same.
I just have to... but anyway.
That's incredible. Anyway.
But yeah, so this first fight with Shimabukuro is... it's where I first lost faith in the series, where I really just thought, oh man, is this getting long in the tooth? Is this getting boring? That's the first time I thought that.
Yeah.
And, so,
to be fair, the fight is, it's an Ippo fight.
Yeah.
So it's got similar beats. And maybe that's the issue, is that it has similar beats to other Ippo fights, is that he starts out, no, it's not every fight, but he starts out well, but then he runs into some danger zone.
Yeah.
And I think in this fight, it's something with his oxygen, right?
Cyanosis or something?
Yeah, some condition where his
face looks discolored.
Yeah, it's he's losing I'm sure it's not blood pressure, but anyway, it's some type of diagnosis that we could probably look up. But he gets it in the ring. His coach realizes it right away. Mm-hmm. Ippo's not really aware of what's going on, which I'm sure is fair. He's in the middle of fighting him.
Yeah. Middle of the fighting.
Yeah, in the middle of the fighting. And it's just it becomes something that he has to overcome again. So. Yeah. The fight is overall, though, it's cool.
If I were, like, channel changing at the gym and saw that, I'd say, this is cool.
Yeah, this is cool. Exactly. But, you know, obviously Ippo wins that fight.
They do have, they exchange punches where Ippo's doing the Dempsey roll, and then Shimabukuro is punching alongside him and trying to stop it. You can't stop it. You can't stop the Dempsey roll.
Stop the Dempsey.
At least not yet.
Yeah, thank you. At least not yet.
It wasn't you. It wasn't you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, not you, stocky man.
So it's a mid fight for Ippo where it's like, all right, but definitely not one to open a series with. So.
No, yeah, thank you. It's not a series opener.
However,
yes,
the fight following this, I will defend this fight.
Okay.
If you're losing faith in Rising being a superior follow up to New Challenger,
I've already lost it. I'm just kidding.
You've lost the plot.
Thank you.
Aoki has the next fight in the series. And forget the name of his challenger, but he's the champion in Aoki's division.
Oh, that's right.
And this is a guy who he's pissed off. He cannot stand Aoki because Aoki is a joke. And this guy takes himself very seriously.
Very serious.
Yeah. Long hair.
Yep.
Kind of a cute guy, if I were to be so bold.
Yep.
And having the awkward looking Aoki face him is just great.
Yeah.
And the comedy gold between the straight man and the goofus is just priceless.
Yeah.
I mean, he can't stop making a fool of himself. Like they meet up to do the weighing before the fight, and Aoki, his pants are off when he meets the guy, like literally dick out.
Yeah.
Oh, hi. Sorry about that. Like he's just like, he does not take himself too seriously at all.
A part of me, as I sit here and think about it, maybe if he was American, that would have been like a what's the word I'm looking for? That would have been like a subtle like intimidation tactic. I know Aoki's like not smart enough to like, or even like brash enough to, he's Japanese, like to do that.
No, I think he had his hand behind his head laughing. It's cute. Yeah, I don't think it was.
If he was American, that would have been an intimidation tactic.
One of the that's correct. One of the weirdest moments in the fighting is when Sendo is showering at Kamogawa Gym. Takamura thinks for some reason that he's Aoki. Sneaks up behind him while he's showering. They're both naked. I'm not describing porn. And looks down at Sendo's dick and says, "You're not Aoki."
Oh shit!
So you brought up the dick.
Yo, I forgot about that scene.
Intimidation tactic, and then also we forgot to mention that season 2, New Challengers, begins with.
Yeah, we kind of...
There's a shower scene where Takamura... I don't think we've ever talked about this in any of the Ippo.
No, it like completely...
Takamura legit tugs on Ippo's dick.
Yeah, he does a lot of like dick stuff with Ippo. when
Ippo is talking about Kumi and he's like grabbing his dick and it's like, Jesus, this is season 2, episode 1.
Oh, is it season... It's the first episode?
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. It is. Yeah. No, there's a lot of... The first couple episodes of Challenger are fucking crazy.
Where he says... Miata's so cool. Anyway,
yeah, we never touched on that. Probably won't.
Yeah,
we I guess
we just did.
Yeah, we just did. But
that's probably the worst part of the show for me is Takamura's various sex crimes.
Yeah, I get a very inappropriate laugh out of some of them, but they are kind of they're interesting. I
think once a man puts his hands on another man in the shower, that's when I stop laughing. Holy shit. That's got to be one of my best quotes I've ever
that's good.
said in my life.
That's very good.
That's where the laughs stop and I go, this is no longer funny.
Clip that.
Clip that. Chat, clip that.
Clip that, chat.
So this is actually one of my favorite fights. Maybe not top 5 or something, but I think it's like top tier.
It's entertainment, pure
entertainment, but I also really like that Aoki is, you say like Aoki or, I say Aoki.
It's Aoki.
Okay.
It's not Aoki. I just, I've forgotten my Japanese pronunciation already. Yeah.
But
it's like a smoother
now I'm self-conscious.
Thing.
Well, I just really love this fight because it's not a joke fight, even though the animators get to have so much fun.
With him, yeah.
With him and his incredible techniques. And, But there's
double punch.
Yeah, the double punch. Yeah. And, of course, the frog punch, the great frog punch. I remember when I first watched that and I went, oh, this show is amazing.
Yeah, it's like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, I was caught off guard by that one.
The frog.
But it also helped me get who this guy was.
Right. His self shows in the ring.
Yeah, I remember I told you, like, why was everyone, like, wincing when he won that fight? Because he was, like, bragging because he beat that guy, and he was, like, standing on the ropes, and he was like, yeah, guys, aren't you happy for me?
Yeah, he was flipping.
And it was because it was a slugfest, and also, like, I think it went all 10 rounds or something, right?
Yes, it went all 10 rounds.
And it was just, like, these two guys just wailing on each other the whole time, but not making much headway.
No.
And he won by, like, points or something.
So funny.
They're all just staring at him like, God, this is pathetic.
This guy sucks. This guy fucking sucks.
But this fight is just an incredible tour de force for the animators, and he literally becomes like Rubber Man for a bit, where he's just, it's incredible. But the centerpiece of the fight, and I do love the, this is something that they do in anime every so often, like there will be these people who philosophically say, oh, I have to break up with my girlfriend in order to be great at something.
Oh, yeah, they played on that.
Yeah, and that's actually Aoki's opponent breaks up with his longtime girlfriend, like since high school.
Yeah.
He says, I have to focus on being a fighter. And you know, the reveal that he also dates conventionally unattractive women is like, come on, George. But,
I actually think there's some quaintness to that fact.
No, I don't, like, I'm not, like, offended by it.
No, of course not.
It's just, like,
it's interesting.
And then the guys, like, catch her, and him breaking up, and they're watching.
That's right, they were watching the breakup, yeah.
And then Ippo feels bad for, like, everyone being like, oh, she's ugly. And he's like, oh, well, maybe we shouldn't be watching it.
Like, you guys,
we're kind of jerks.
Yeah, exactly. We shouldn't be doing this.
But,
Great lead up to that fight. You're mentioning a lot of good things that have happened for this Aoki.
Steve Aoki.
Yeah, thank you. Steve Aoki fight.
The DJ.
Aoki.
No, I mean, they're giving him probably more space than anyone got in New Challenger besides Takamura.
Besides Takamura, yeah.
Everything's much better paced in Rising. The emotion of, like, him saying that, forgive me, I forgot her name, Masato?
Yeah.
She's the goddess of victory for him because he's, like, fighting for her in his head. Like,
yeah.
Which, I'm not sure if you should be doing that, like, in terms of your mental health to pin everything on your woman.
No, it's a very Rocky thing, I guess.
Yeah, it is Rocky or Aoki or Raoki.
Yeah, or Sendo-ish.
Sendo. He does have a little girlfriend in, well, not really.
It's like a little side thing.
We'll talk about that in the manga episode. It's come out in 2030. She used to be his teacher, but it's fine.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So yeah, they're in the shower.
Man came out.
The guys are in the shower. We're going to do all the problematic stuff.
Yeah, let's do all of it, yeah.
So, Ippo has a very large dick.
Very large.
Did we not mention that in any Ippo-Pa-Looza
So we mentioned it, but it comes up a few times, and we didn't mention the other times.
It's very important.
It's very important.
It's very important that you know that he has a giant penis.
Yeah.
I feel like in a fight in the future, he's going to have to bring that up in the ring. Like, he's going to somebody's going to have to do something with it, which sounds ridiculous. Kumi.
Nudge.
Once he realizes he's wasted so many years just focusing on boxing.
Oh my God.
That's going to be sad.
It really is. Hopefully he's not old enough where he'll be okay. I think
he'll be okay.
He'll be okay.
I just realized I'm a virgin.
What happened?
It's like, what happened? Oh, that's relatable. What happened? I used to be young.
All right.
My head hurts.
My head hurts. Oh my God.
Yeah, and then Nekota's like, yep, it's the same thing happened to me.
Oh, God.
I'm so lonely.
My head hurts.
It sucks.
My head hurts and I have a giant dick.
That sucks. I had a giant dick. I didn't use it.
It's still there, you would hope. Everything went downhill.
So, the centerpiece of the Aoki fight, is it's a technique that at first I was saying this is the funniest thing I've ever seen.
It was hilarious when I first saw it.
It was unbelievable. It is called the look away, and what happens is that there's a lot of build up to it. Like his friends in the stands are going, I can see the look on his face. He's so predictable. And then Kimura's like, look out, guys. He's about to try something. I can tell. So, like, his best friends are, like, gearing up for something incredible. He's acting like he's about to, like, dive in for a slugfest.
Yep.
All of a sudden, the music stops. He gets this horrified look on his face.
I think the music even does, like, or something like that.
Yeah. There's a dramatic stop. And his mouth is agape. And not only is he startled, but then he starts turning to his left, I believe. And the challenger also turns where he's looking. And the loudest like sound effect that's ever been on the show for a punch occurs off screen. Yeah. Then it shows the challenger just on the ground, crumpled, with sad eyes, like unaware of what just because the show does reveal that like a punch from your blind spot is one of the scariest things to experience. Yeah, because you're not tensed up, you're not ready for it.
It's a sucker punch.
Yeah, and
basically,
and what it comes down to. Oh, and then after that moment, then Aoki's like dancing. He's like jumping up and down, like
he's
raising
like,
his
I did
arms.
It worked.
It's so great. Like it's
such a move.
Such a move. So he the look away is incredible psychological warfare.
Ippo could never.
Takamura was tricked by it as well, which is one of the best reveals in anime history. Because it's one thing to see the opponent fall for it. But to see...
Wait, Takamura did look over.
He looked with the audience.
That is so funny.
Not only that, but Aoki does it for a second time, and Takamura falls for it again. And they literally have Takamura in his head go, God, I can't believe I fell for it again. This is so embarrassing. But it's a technique that's so powerful that Takamura in his next title defense, he's facing off against this guy. He's made a promise to the press.
I think he literally is a fight literally a day or two after.
Yeah. And he makes a promise that this guy's not going to hit me once.
That's right. His boast after
none of his fists, none of his fists are going to connect.
He will not touch me.
So Takamura opens the fight with it's clear he has no understanding of how the technique works. Because he says, I'm not a small fry like Aoki. And then he turns his whole body. So I love the bravery of doing that a few episodes later.
Like literally, yeah.
And everyone in the crowd is screaming, no, what are you doing? Like Aoki's like, you're only supposed to look for a second. And he's been like looking for several seconds.
And the god that is Takamura doesn't understand the look away.
It's so great. And then he fell for it twice. It's so good. And I just love, then Takamura goes like, well, I've looked away for a bit. Was that enough? And right when he turns to look at the guy, he gets smashed.
Was that enough?
Yeah, he doesn't get how the technique works. It's tragic, really.
Yo, we gotta rank techniques. So that's got to be up there. Takamura doesn't know how to execute the look away to automatically top tier technique.
I think that look away is genuinely one of my favorite moments in the show.
Yeah,
just because it's so well executed as a gag.
So good, yeah.
But also, it is genuinely a gamble, like
super gamble.
It is where you're looking away from your opponent. You have to have like nerves of steel, and you can't do it like
half-assed. Yeah. Like, it's got to be full out committed to the look.
Yeah.
You got to sell it, too.
Aoki,
you're doing a lot.
He should have done it against Takamura, because he's always been dreaming about, kicking Takamura's ass.
He's got his ace in the hole. If they're ever, like, sparring.
I can't believe the show hasn't done that yet.
He's got his move.
They're waiting for it.
Will his punch knock Takamura down, though? Yeah. That's the only thing. Like, he'll get a good hit on him, and maybe because it's blind spot, he knocks him down.
Well, with the rumors of Takamura having a detached retina,
yeah, I know.
Now he's really ready. Now he'll do a look away.
That would be fucked up.
Yeah, it'd be so.
That ends his career. Aoki just
I won. Everybody's like dancing. He's like, I won.
I did it.
And then the coach is like, you idiot.
You fucked up. You took Kimura's eyes out.
Wow, I'm so strong. No, you idiot. You already had a detached retina.
Yeah, you just basically it's ruined now.
You've ruined the gym.
Yep.
And then he
title has to go somewhere else.
Yeah. The next fight after Takamura's brief skirmish where he made a fool of himself.
Yeah.
You made a fool of yourself.
Fool yourself.
Yeah, there you go. Was Ippo versus Sawamura.
Yeah, so the Sawamura fight was really interesting because before that, the most like sadistic challenger that we had come across was versus Takamura, which was Brian Hawk.
Brian Hawk.
And he was terrifying in the way that he just seemed like really crazy. Sawamura though is terrifying on like a serial killer like vibe.
Yep.
And I think they did a really good job with this backstory for this character.
Yeah.
To really make him feel like Ippo was like gonna be in the ring when somebody would like eat him or something.
Yeah.
Like very like Hannibal Lecter energy, like no feeling. Like it's like a true psychopath, like the definition.
No, for me, this is one of the best fights in the series.
Yeah.
And it's one of the scariest because not only does he disrespect the rules like Brian Hawk, but you don't know what's literal and what's not with him.
Right. Because
they show, by the way, there's tons of build up for the fight, which was missing from New Challenger for anything that wasn't Hawk.
Yep, exactly.
And you get to meet this challenger or this guy who's friends with Sendo, and he says
he is friends with Sendo. It's such a weird connection.
In the manga, it's done better. It's done much better. Like in the anime, they had to rush so much.
I get that.
That's why some people hate Rising because they say they cut so much from the manga. But I think it's a standalone series that works.
Sure.
And the way we meet Sawamura is probably the only part of that arc that I don't like, which is he's backstage talking to Sendo after his fight and saying his timing was rusty or something.
Right.
So we have to kind of meet this character in kind of a rush where like we don't really know him all that much.
And it's in passing, by the way.
Yeah, it's in passing. And he like says to Ippo when we meet in the ring, like, don't use the Dempsey roll because unsightly techniques fall apart in the most unsightly of ways. And I think that's kind of funny where he's like, almost using reverse psychology to make Ippo focus on the Dempsey roll. Yeah.
It is reverse psychology, yeah.
Because he's like, of course he wants him to use it so he can just clobber him. But this arc also has the return of our favorite pretty boy, Volk.
Yeah, Mr. Volk.
From Russia with Love.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
That's good. That was real good.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was real good.
So he's back. My boy's back.
Yeah, we hadn't seen him since the fighting, man.
Yeah, and they make him look pretty good most of the time.
Yeah, he does look good in this.
Everyone gets a new character design in these shows for some reason.
Yeah,
but his is almost as good as the fighting.
Yeah, I was generally surprised, almost as if I was Ippo seeing him. Like, whoa!
Yeah, that very not much fanfare. He's just walking along the road while Ippo's training his lower body for the Sawamura fight. And he's like, hi, Makanuchi. And they kept the character trait that he was lost.
Yep. He's always lost.
Which is great because he's, of course he'd be lost. He's from another country.
Exactly. He's just wandering around the streets of Japan.
He's been sleeping outside for 2 days.
That's right. He said that. I was like, what the hell are you doing, bro?
The weather's been fine. So he's lucky.
Oh, yeah.
It reminded me of Blue Giant where he waltzes into Ippo's life unannounced and says, hey, can I stay with you? And
can I hang up?
Very, very Japanese where it's like, they're like, oh yeah, you can stay with me, sure. Absolutely. Whereas like, if this was an American show, he'd be like, you can go to a hotel.
Right, I'll pay for your hotel.
I'll pay for or even just you'll go to a hotel.
Right.
You can go to a hotel. They still let you in hotels, right?
You can still pay, right?
Money. But so Volg is back. And his mom has passed away.
Yeah.
Very sadly. But these 2 episodes that he's in the show are very fun.
Yeah.
And he teaches Ippo a painful lesson about the Dempsey roll.
Yes.
which is and by the way, we should say that Sawamura may have killed someone before.
They're
he's a dangerous guy.
Yeah, he's really like kind of like a serial killer type of guy. Where he happens to box.
He's getting into fights on the street, and they show that he is like enjoying it. Yeah, he's enjoying it. There's one scene where the guys he's fighting, like usually in Hajime no Ippo when they show street violence, they're showing that like the other gang started it. It's gangs. It's like
ruffians.
It's mutual, the fighting. But one of the guys that Sawamura is attacking says, "We didn't do anything to you. Why are you doing this?"
He walks into like an alleyway basically and just starts fucking these guys up.
It's horrible. And then that guy who says, "Hey, wait, I recognize you. You're a professional boxer. I'm going to call the cops."
He doesn't care.
Sawamura sticks his fist in the guy's mouth, and they don't show what happens next.
Yeah, he shoves his hand. Yeah,
his fist has teeth marks in it.
Yeah.
And the coach says, "Hey, did you get into a fight? Are those teeth marks?" And he's like, "Don't worry, I'm not an idiot. Like, I'll cover up anything that happens." And this coach is even more irresponsible than the Brian Hawk coach.
He really is.
He makes Brian Hawk look pretty chill, because Brian Hawk, he just says some weird shit.
He's just
makes everyone uncomfortable. He hurts people in the boxing ring.
Yeah.
But outside of the ring, he just kind of complains about almost coming.
Yeah, exactly. Never being able to reach full climax.
Yeah. I was about to come. Oh, God.
Jesus Christ.
Say what you will about Sawamura. He's less...
horny.
Less... cummy.
Less cummy than Brian Hawk.
Than the great Brian Hawk.
Brian, yeah.
So, but Volg teaches Ippo that there is a way to defeat the Dempsey roll that is not just clashing your shoulders against it, which Shimabukuro. He was mostly just squashing his shoulder against Ippo's shoulder. He's like it was basically like they were like a mirror image of each other.
Yeah, literally a mirror image. Yeah,
not really well pulled off in my opinion.
Yeah.
I love this fight. Like, it's too bad that the season had to have two Dempsey roll killers. Like, if it was just this fight, it would be like, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, that was
because it's done really well here.
Yeah, and you could really build it up and center it around.
It's super cinematic the way that people leap backwards while Ippo's doing the Dempsey roll.
Yes.
Like theatrical almost.
Yeah,
because it's supposed to be like you just take a step back, but they're going.
Yeah. It's like, oh, it's my piano.
I just destroyed Jallah's office.
It's broken. No, I'm just kidding.
It's out of tune. We're gonna have to get a piano tuner.
It's just a little Yamaha.
It's
a little electric Yamaha.
We'll have to get an electric Yamaha tuner.
Yeah,
sorry about that, buddy.
Good, buddy. Good.
Well, that's why you don't leap back in real life.
I almost hit you though there. When you did the leap, I was like, my fist started twitching.
But that's the funny thing is that I leapt back so you wouldn't be able to touch me.
That's a good point. I would have missed.
And as you punched past me, I would look down on you and lift my hand up and just
duff you down into the mat.
And the sad thing is like you were just acting in self-defense of the keyboard.
I'm like one of the guys in the alleyway. I didn't even do anything.
I've heard of keyboard warriors, but this is ridiculous.
Oh, Jesus.
Shut up, man.
True keyboard warrior.
So Volg jumps back. Well, this is one of my least favorite parts of the season, where
he just
Ippo's. Well, no, not that. I love that. Mm-hmm. I've established I love the leaping over dramatically anime style. But Ippo's friends are trying to figure out how they can help him with this fight. You know,
sure.
And everyone can tell that Sawamura can destroy the Dempsey roll. Like they've watched his fights, and like he's lost 2 fights from being disqualified for being an asshole. Like.
That's right.
He's not a knockout guy. He likes to like torture people essentially.
He's some Hannibal shit. He's like really playing with people in the ring, and
one guy accidentally connects his elbow against him, and
oh yeah, didn't he get like split or something?
He got like a cut from it.
Yeah,
because the elbow is one of the that's why it's not allowed to use your elbow in boxing. But
unless you're a Muay Thai fighter,
I'm very good.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be cool to see Muay Thai.
That would be cool. That's the next thing that should come out.
Yes. Hajime no
Thai.
We went the wrong way. We both went separate directions. So, in the tape, which they're watching at Takamura's filthy house, the guy accidentally grazes him with his elbow, and Sawamura gets like cartoonish, angry eyebrows. Like, have you ever seen that meme where it's like someone who's an NPC and they're like trying to share their viewpoint of the world, and then someone offers like a rebuttal of it. Then the next panel they look normal, but then the fourth panel they have cartoonish, angry eyebrows on.
Yes, I've seen it.
Okay, long way to get there, but
that's a funny visual.
Yeah, so I view Sawamura's angry eyebrows as that, because it's so like he's like 1 minute he's just like meh, whatever, I'm a sociopath, but then when he's mad, it's cartoonish.
Yeah,
and he just grabs the guy and elbows him right in the fucking face, full elbow, and gets disqualified.
Just because he didn't like what happened.
Yeah, and then Shimabukuro was one of the other guys he humiliated. The Dempsey Roll Killer.
Yeah, and I think why the fight really stands out is that I was worried for Ippo.
Yeah,
and the reason why I was worried for Ippo is because Ippo's such a he's such a kid. Yeah, and I don't even mean that in like a negative way. What I'm saying is like he's very kind of a pure guy.
He's naive.
Yeah, he's naive and pure, and when you're when you're in the ring with a guy like that who like doesn't give a shit, and
I was worried the whole time
he'll just hurt you. Yeah, you're like, damn man, Ippo's in there with like with an animal.
Yep.
And I think the difference with that versus the Brian Hawk and Takamura fight is that Takamura's fighting like a weird like American Bizarro version of himself in a way. Yeah. And we know that Takamura could handle, even though it was very tense and it was a big deal fight and it wasn't like decided or anything. Yeah. But we know that Takamura is capable of dealing with that type of challenge. Mm-hmm. With Ippo, he's just young, man. He's young, and
you need mental strength to fight someone like this.
Yes, and he's not. I don't know if. There's been times in the ring where Ippo is he gets taken aback by like his opponents doing things that he didn't expect them to do,
right?
Based on that naivete.
Mm-hmm. And I don't mean naivete like he's stupid.
It's no.
He follows the rules,
right? Right. He's like, we're boxing.
He can't foresee someone like Sawamura, like
right.
So I was worried about him the whole time. I think the writing does a good job of showing like that Ippo doesn't realize the danger he's in.
Right.
And, like, even when Sawamura trips Ippo, causing him to, like, fall on his ass.
Yeah.
Sawamura also throws a punch at him while he's down.
Yeah.
He doesn't care. He gets a point deducted. He doesn't care.
Yeah, he doesn't. He's like, oh.
Elbows Ippo in the back. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
But the scary part about him isn't that he cheats, because Ippo has gained enough experience where he can handle someone cheating or being a jerk, but it's that he also is like dangerous in terms of his strength.
Yeah.
That's, like, the show visualizes his left jab as a gun and establishes how dangerous it is to be hit by him. Like, he's so strong.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Ippo has to do like the cross arm block.
Yeah, he has to switch his block style because the guy's punches are so strong.
Yeah, and then his right is called the flash, which it's even more dangerous than the gunshot metaphor.
Yeah, the flash is dope.
Yeah, and so you don't know how Ippo's going to win. Like, and at certain points, it does look like he's just doomed.
Definitely top 3 Ippo fight for sure.
Yeah, for me, it's in my top 5 Ippo fights ever.
Yeah,
like in terms of the whole series.
Yeah, same.
Okay, cool.
Definitely same. Top 3.
No, yeah, and there's this series actually uses a score that is a mix of the new Challenger soundtrack and the fighting soundtrack.
Yeah.
And so they have the classic old themes coming back. So it's really cool. There's also some new music I want to shout out where there's a vocal song. It's like Flesh and Blood is what the woman is singing. Almost a theatrical operatic style of song.
Sure.
And that seems to be the main theme for Sawamura.
Right.
So to give a character a theme in Ippo is great.
Yeah, definitely a big deal.
And they treat him like the villain of the season, the super villain of the season.
Definitely.
But through the fight, he does change. And by the last round, he is like fighting and he doesn't want to lose. He's forgotten about the meat shit. Like, so the scariest thing about the fight is he's talking about like wanting to eat Ippo's flesh. Like, he's like,
he's literally, he's in there.
You don't know. The show does a great job not telling you if it's like a metaphor for something or if he's literally going to like eat him. Yeah. Like, yeah, but he doesn't ever actually like try to eat.
He's like trying to bite him in the ring. Yeah.
I think he
Speaking
knows.
of Mike Tyson.
But he never even like, he's not actually going to bite him, but throughout the show, he's like eating steak that's like rare and there's blood on it. And he
just loves blood.
He licks blood off his face when he fights the guys in the alley. And
yeah.
So he does love blood. And you do worry. You worry that you do worry that he is going to genuinely bite Ippo or something.
Yeah, there's something like even if he loses the fight or like some DQ, like
or in the weigh-in where he like shook Ippo's hand but he wouldn't let go.
Yes,
and Ippo's like, he's like, why don't we just start fighting now? And Ippo's like, please wait until tomorrow. And then Ippo, for some reason, he like doesn't. I don't know. If I were in that situation, I'd be like looking around my back and like just getting the hell out of there as soon as possible. But he's like talking to Sawamura's teacher, who's a really interesting character because I think in the Ippo verse, one of the big answers to the question of what do you do with a troubled youth is you can just send them to boxing, and they'll work it out.
You're right, or they'll have an outlet for that energy.
Sendo, Takamura. Kimura and Aoki.
Yep, Kimura and Aoki.
But I think it's great that George created this character because it's like there's some people who boxing could make worse. And Sawamura, he was sent to a gym by his like math teacher, I think. I think it was his math teacher.
Yeah, it's one of the teachers he had, yeah.
And throughout this series, they do a great job of not making it clear like if Sawamura even actually likes the guy.
He's very so on it.
He's like, oh, hey, Mr. So-and-so, like, you want to go get dinner? And he's like talking about how you in boxing you get praised for being violent. He's eating the bloody steak.
Yep.
Teacher's scared.
Very scared, shaking.
Teacher runs into him, nearly killing a guy. He was about to kill a guy before the teacher.
Literally.
He had a knife and he was going to gut him. Scary shit, you know.
Very
let's put this guy in a ring. But the teacher talks to Ippo because he's so freaked out. He's like, can you please like beat the hell out of Sawamura? He's become like dangerous. Please knock him down. And Ippo's like, I'm sorry, I can't promise anything, but I'll do my best. I hate when Ippo does that. I wish he would just promise stuff.
Yeah, this little like when sweet boy bullshit that he does.
But it hurts people like when he does this too. Like I get he's being super honest and that makes him like likable. But like when Date's kid says, please tell him, please promise you'll defeat Ricardo. And then Ippo's like, I'm sorry, I can't promise that. I can't beat him right now. And like the kid
when did that happen? Was that in
that was a New Challenger. And his kid cries. Right. Like, just tell Date's kid, yes, I'll get him back someday. But Ippo goes, I can't beat him right now.
Oh, Jesus. I do remember that.
And then Date's kid cries. And then the mom says, but honey, he said he would. He can't do it right now. So that means he will someday. It's like,
very accurate for a child, by the way. They don't hear that. I hear you can't do it.
But that's because he didn't really. Well, in therapy, they teach you that you shouldn't have to be like a emotional detective.
Of course, thank you.
And so like the mom is like being a emotional detective and like trying to read what Ippo said in a deeper way and trying to make her kid feel better. Just tell the kid whose dad can never fight again. Yes, I'll.
Yes.
Worst case scenario is like,
I don't get there.
Yeah, you tried your best.
Right.
Anyway, that is to say that Ippo sometimes annoys me with his like super honesty, you know?
Yeah.
But, what was so he meets, I never thought that they would even have the teacher meet Ippo, by the way. So that scene was crazy for me.
That was interesting. Right?
But in the background, Sawamura is lurking and he hears his teacher say like, you know, please defeat him.
I was scared when he did that.
I know, I thought the teacher was going to get killed.
I was like, yo.
No, but it reveals that Sawamura talks a big game, but he did like the teacher. Like he said, I thought he was my only friend. I thought he was the only ally in the world I had. Like, he thought of him as a friend.
There's something still in there.
He still has a little bit of humanity in
Just
there.
a little bit, though. It's not a lot.
And also, he's friends with Sendo. Like,
yeah, so this is like, what the fuck? Sendo's friends with this fucking maniac? Like, what? I know. What the shit? Is he really friends with him, or is he like an associate?
No, he's in the manga. He's friends with him.
Jesus Christ. Sendo is he's such a...
I wish Sendo would like talk to the guy and be like, hey, you're being weird with this meat shit.
I wish you wouldn't like lick your steak every so often.
Yeah. Well, and I think Sendo is the only person tough enough who could say that to him. Like they've definitely fought, they've definitely sparred, and like Sawamura clearly respects him to the point where he doesn't try his weird shit.
Yeah, he would never try. Yeah, he never tries Sendo because he's strong.
It's a shame that the show doesn't show us that.
That would be cool. You're right. That would be really cool.
Where it's like he earned that respect somehow. Because Sendo is possibly, you could say, tougher than Ippo, even, like with the way he grew up with his parents. And anywho, but yeah, Sawamura fight is top 5 for me. And there's a vocal insert for Ippo too in this arc, where it's this beautiful rock track where it starts out with clean guitar and then just becomes super fast for a bit before it could never compare to the Shocking Lemon stuff from the fighting.
Sure.
But it's beautiful. Yeah, it's a great song. And
definitely great.
When Ippo develops a new Dempsey roll where he stops and then restarts, like, it's so cool. Yeah. And combining that, like, with the antagonist jumping backward and then his muscle fibers breaking as he stops.
Yes. After they did the Takamura fight where it was very anime, like, they got to do that for Ippo. Yeah. Doing this fight. And then those two fights really stand neck and neck with each other.
But you know what's funny is I think the Ippo fight is actually less anime than the Brian Hawk.
It is more boxing, yeah.
But the visualization of his muscles snapping, because he meets the doctor or the massage therapist, and like she advises him, like, you shouldn't do this, but he's like, I gotta beat this guy.
Yeah, you're gonna strain your joints.
He's disrespectful to boxing as a whole. He's not following the rules. Like, Ippo gets pissed about that.
Yeah, which I think is great. And I think the other cool thing about that is that they talk about how, like, oh, you're going to shorten your career if you get into a situation where you're utilizing this new technique. Yeah. Just so you know, like, if you use it more than 2 times, like, I can't promise anything.
She gives him permission to use it twice, and he's like, I'm going to do it as many times as I can. And
it's a very young thought of his, which is
but he also doesn't want this guy to become a champion. So it's weird. On first watch, I was like, Ippo, no. But on second watch, I go, I
get it.
I kind of get it. Like, using what power you have to prevent this guy from taking a championship role.
Imagine him as a champion. He would, but honestly, he would lose his belt pretty quickly.
Yeah, I mean, I think Sendo could beat him. I think the problem is he's in a weight class that I don't know as many fighters.
Yeah,
I mean, like, I was thinking, like, I'd love Takamura to fight him, but Takamura can't get that small.
Yeah, he damn near died trying to get where he was. Fucking insane.
Yeah. They'd have to do some creative writing to say, for this tournament, we're getting rid of weight classes.
Go fight him.
And then Takamura fights all
Takamura would kill Sawamura.
I know.
Him.
Well, Mashiba still has to fight him because he grazed Kumi's face.
That's right.
That's funny that... I was going to say that... Ippo makes a little lunch date plan with Kumi.
And for me, push that forward.
For me, I would have, like, gotten the hell out of there and made sure Kumi was way far away from that guy.
Yeah.
But they're still just, like, acting like it's just a normal day. Like,
because they're still in that headspace where it's like, he would never do that.
Right. They need some Democrats there to where this is not normal.
This is not normal certs. Yeah.
Wait a second. Ippo's like, this isn't normal.
You shouldn't be doing this.
Wait a second.
Wait. He's going to hurt you?
Wow. Thank you, Miss Pelosi.
Thank you for selling us.
But yeah, so it's weird. Like, Mashiba sees a motorcycle and is like, I've been wanting one of these, and nearly steals it. And Kumi's like, don't touch it, brother. It's not yours. And stands in front of it, like, actually trying to stop him from doing anything with it.
Yeah.
Then, sorry. I'm just destroying everything.
He's got a long arm reach.
Yeah.
What's your reach, by the way?
Speaking of boxing, Michael's long reach.
Yeah, there you go.
Long Legs.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Great movie.
Oh my God, Long Legs. Jesus.
When's your birthday? See, if he was in Ippo and he was in the ring, I think he'd be a much better character.
You would. He would work in the ring.
Destroyed immediately.
Yeah. He destroyed me. He would work really well in the ring.
Hi, Ippo. What's your birthday? Wait, I've never trained. But what was I saying before Long Legs? Sawamura.
Oh, we're talking about the bike and...
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Then Sawamura like barely misses punching her because Ippo steps in the way.
Just completely reckless.
He was like, stay away from my bike, bitch.
Right.
Meanwhile, he knows damn well she wasn't doing anything with his bike.
He just wanted
to punch a person for no reason. And then Mashiba is about to fight him, but unfortunately, Ippo says, I'll take care of him tomorrow. And Mashiba says, well, you can't just do your best. You have to, like, destroy him. And he says, well, I can't promise I'll destroy him.
Did the thing again, yeah.
Yeah, so annoying.
That's probably the most annoying thing about you.
If I were Mashiba, I'd say, you're going to promise that you're going to destroy him, otherwise I'll kill you.
Yeah, I'll kill you right now.
Kudos.
By the way, is Mashiba moved up a rank, up a weight class, so he's not in the feather anymore?
Yeah, that's why he fought the Great Gomah.
Yeah, that's true. Moved up because I was thinking like, oh, maybe he could have a chance of fighting Sawamura at some point, but I mean, he could. He could go down again, but
he could go down on him.
Yeah, he could go down on Sawamura if he really wanted. He was into that.
Shower.
Shower scene.
I'm sorry. I don't know what. Yeah.
No, that's fun. That's fun. I think.
We had to pause for a spoiler for a second where I told.
I'm still like geeking off of the spoiler.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sawamura, really interesting character, and Ippo does win through just like sheer tenacity. And when you're first watching the fight and you've seen how much he's trained this new Dempsey roll, you notice he doesn't use it for the first like 4 rounds or something like that.
Yeah, he's fighting.
And he did do the regular Dempsey roll and barely managed to survive getting hit from it.
Right. Because
of Volk teaching him about it.
Right.
But on second watch, I realized, he does legit try to do the new Dempsey roll the second time he does the Dempsey roll. Mm-hmm. And it's like that thing where like you can practice as much as you want, but when you're actually in the ring, it's tough to. And he's done the Dempsey roll a million times by now, so he probably had to like calm his mind enough to not ride the like inertia and adrenaline of doing it the old way.
Right. You have to really be thinking about the move rather than feeling the move as you were doing it before.
There's a great piece of animation. The whole fight is really well animated.
Oh, yeah. Fantastic.
There's a great piece of animation where he's doing the Dempsey roll, and it's filmed from a like side angle where you're seeing his cheek. And he's like moving away from the camera and towards the camera. Mm-hmm. And when he's towards the camera, you can see his eyelid is like half open, but he looks frantic at the same time because he's trying to stay conscious.
Yeah.
I love it. He's finally doing the evolved Dempsey after he's been battered by this dude. Like, this is one of Ippo's toughest fights for sure.
It was great.
He barely is able to like stay conscious. It's terrible.
Yeah, and you gotta give it to Ippo for overcoming that fight.
I guess I am a good boxer.
Thank you. I was just gonna say, I was just dissing him a little bit. Yeah, you guys doubted me.
How about you guys get in the ring? Oh man, yeah, and that's where I would say I'm sick.
I'm sick.
I'm sick today.
Ippo, you're right. I mean, I'm no boxer. But, maybe one day this old man will get just like, yeah. 40-year-old boxer.
That'll happen.
Yeah. Yeah, I just gotta have my music. Oh, jeez. No, boxing is scary because of the head trauma stuff.
No, I couldn't fuck with it.
Yeah.
That's the show makes it seem more fun. But
yeah, I mean, I think boxing always just seems more fun to me. But I would want to train as a boxer and do everything up to the point of sparring and then nothing more. Like, I have to have headgear on.
Me too.
Yeah, just kind of feel it out. And even with headgear, it's still dangerous. But anyway.
Damn it.
Yeah.
I was hoping there was one form of it that was no danger.
It's less dangerous for sure.
It is less dangerous, but you're still going to, like,
shake and
your neck is being jostled.
Thank you.
We both were.
Jostling.
Janice Jocelyn.
The jostling of the neck.
Yeah. So, I think, is there any fights after Sawamura? Takamura versus David Eagle, which I guess is kind of the point of that fight, is that it's kind of, it's kind of in the same flavor as versus Brian Hawk.
Yeah, but this is like good old boy version.
Yeah, where David Eagle is like
respectable.
He trains a lot. He's nice to kids.
This is respectable. Red, white, and blue
sportsman.
Mm-hmm, yeah, sportsman. Yeah, blonde guy.
Not all that interesting for me as a viewer. I've watched it only once, but
yeah, it's not that great.
One of my favorite parts is when David Eagle meets some nice kids on the street in Japan, and like Kamogawa and I think Ippo are talking.
Yeah,
like, they're so nice. This is so great.
They didn't get like something signed or something by him.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Ippo, I'm glad you said that. I almost wouldn't have brought that up.
Yeah.
David Eagle thinks Ippo is a kid.
He's like, come over here, kid.
And signed something for him. And he was like, wow, he thought I was a kid, but I honestly, he's like, I kind of like that.
Yeah, I like that. He got like a shirt or something like that.
He's got like a big smile on.
He is a fucking kid.
He is a kid. Yeah, he has the energy of a kid.
Yeah.
But that's the whole thing is, he's got to become a man.
He does. He really does. He's young, though. He's young.
I think I talked myself out of Sawamura fight being what makes him a man because he still has the same ideals and he still is kind of naive. And
yeah, he hasn't gotten there yet. He's youthful still.
We'll see. I mean, I just feel like with Kumi, he should have.
Maybe that will help jumpstart a lot of that. They're all trying to push him to do it. He's just being, being aloof about it, I guess.
They're trying to push him to do it.
Like, bro, use that piece.
That's legit the best scene in Champion Road is them trying to get him to confess his feelings for Kumi and doing the arm wrestling.
Yeah.
I love that scene.
Yeah, that's pretty fun.
But Takamura versus David Eagle, there's a moment where he's doing a training camp with Miyata of all people. I really love that.
And them running together.
Yeah, running together and also sparring and. Then there's a weird fishing arc, which is kind of funny, but I think they couldn't get rid of it because Takamura is fishing when Miyata punches him, and he's like, "Wait, why did that punch connect?" Miyata, he's the person who creates this conspiracy theory that Takamura has a detached retina.
He's definitely
it's dark.
He's definitely not a QAnon guy.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
TAnon.
Yeah, TAnon. He's a TAnon guy.
TAnon. But yeah, so he's like, and he worries Ippo about it too, and he's like,
his eyes fucked up.
He tells him right before the David Eagle fight, I think his eyes all fucked up, and then they're all worried in the stand, and they're like, oh, well, he's doing pretty well. Maybe maybe I was wrong.
Didn't they test his eyes or something?
Well. I think they did, yeah.
And he could have lied. I guess they're like, he could have just read the thing before you guys tested him.
It's a weird subplot that I think because it was right at the end of Rising, it's they can't do anything with it.
No.
But then, of course, in the actual fight, he gets an eye cut, which hasn't happened since Ippo fought. It was that handsome guy who took a break from boxing for a bit.
Yeah, the eye cut doesn't happen a lot in the series.
And it's dramatic. I don't know why they don't do it more. I guess it does stress me out a lot.
Yeah.
Where their vision is starting to get red from the blood.
Yeah, you see it on one side. And then, by the way, so when you're in that position where you're cut on one side, now a lot of the fight is being very conscious of that side of your face and not getting hit and there.
There's any moment a decision could be made. So it's a race against time in a different way than most boxing fights.
Yeah. So. Very realistic.
Yeah,
very realistic.
It is. Yeah. So it's a solid, good fight. I think it's just the biggest weakness it has is that it happened after the Brian Hawk fight and after the Sawamura fight.
Yeah.
Where it winds up feeling I think they do rush through it in the anime.
Yeah, it's pretty rushed.
It's pretty rushed, and David Eagle is just kind of too good of a guy, I think, to the point where Takamura is getting pissed off. Why is he being avoiding my eye? I have
That's right. He purposely did not try to go for the eye.
Yeah.
And I completely understand Takamura's headspace because it's
we're champions here.
Yeah, we got to fight. If you want to win it, or not if you want to win it, if you want to finish it sooner, you should be targeting. And I understand him not being I don't want to target the dude's eye. I could just beat him too.
But you flew all the way to Japan from America, so give it your all.
Yeah, I'm not trying to do anything crazy. I'm just trying to get to the point where the guy says you can't fight because it's either closed or whatever, or it's too much blood. Yeah. And it sounds very barbaric, but
it's a cool fight.
Yeah.
And I think it's just surrounded by some of my favorite fights in Ippo, so it's just I kind of just don't think about it much, but it's cool. Yeah. And the finish where they're both barely able to see, they both have eye cuts, and that is cool. I don't know why it's not more memorable to me, but him punching. He's punching the coach's mitts in his brain because he can't see so good. Yeah. And the fight ends with David Eagle not getting up, and then Takamura is still punching, and he punches into the coach's hands.
It's his hand up there.
And then the coach says he's he's a son I'm really proud of. He like calls him his son.
Which is beautiful.
And then he like stumbles into Takamura doing something stupid at the gym. And he says, "You're a horrible son." He's like, "What are you talking about?" Takamura has no clue what nice thing he just said about him.
Man,
but
those good times, though.
He's just yelling that he's a horrible son. Yeah. So there's 4 episodes left. Mm-hmm. They're directed by Nishimura. Mm-hmm. And what could they be? What could they be now?
So we get beautifully introduced to a backstory. An unexpected backstory, honestly. Mm-hmm. Didn't expect this at all. This was like, when this appeared, this was out of left field.
Yeah.
And we get Kamogawa and what's his friend's name? Nekota. Flashback. Do you even know the time period of this? Is like
1940s.
Okay,
1945 would be right after World War II.
Yep.
So it's somewhere around 1945.
Yeah, and that actually adds a few little layers that I didn't think about.
Yeah. It does.
Speaking about the American and how his attitude toward the Japanese, that completely makes it. Still don't like it, but like I get. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's even weird to say I get with the energy.
No, but there's historical context for why it happened that way. Not for his actions making sense, but for why
his attitude toward them.
Yeah,
and all of them really.
And it's not sympathizing with him in any way,
right?
So yeah, it's a flashback to 1945 Japan after they lost the war, and they're doing something called prize fighting, which. It's a little bit more barbaric than boxing.
Yeah, absolutely.
I believe there's as many rounds as it takes before someone is like knocked out or can't fight anymore.
Right, yeah.
So,
like a traditional street fight.
Traditional man fight.
Yes, a very traditional man fight.
But yeah, the lead into the flashback is just Ippo and Kamogawa and Aoki, of all people, talking with Nekota, and they see a picture of the 3 of those. Well, sorry, Nekota and Kamogawa, and then this beautiful woman. They go, "Who's she?" And it's like, well, we'll tell you that story. Kind of a traditional, like sitcom style lead into a flashback. Very much so.
Like almost like a blurry, like when going into the photo, and then it turns into the.
But it's nice. I mean, it's acceptable because from that moment on. It never interrupts the flashback. The show becomes the Kamogawa show.
And thank God that it didn't do that, because that's so distracting when you're going back and forth. Like,
I can imagine,
and then what happened?
I can imagine a version of that where they keep going back to Aoki. Like, he'll do something stupid between scenes.
You didn't kiss the girl?
What? Wait, you weren't interested in her?
Wait, you were in there? She was in your room?
God damn it.
That would suck so bad.
Wow, Coach, you sound like just as big of a virgin as me.
Yeah,
Oh, shut up.
We're not the same.
Shut up, you fucking loser. You're not my son.
You're no Takamura.
Yeah, well, it honestly makes sense to have it after the David Eagle fight too, because he calls Takamura his son in that fight. But this whole flashback, one of the things that happens, and we're going a little out of order, but one of the things that is said is that like he wanted to find someone he could bestow his style of boxing onto, and teach them to be a champion. And like they say, but what about Takamura? And he's like, well, Takamura already had the skills when I met him.
Yeah, it's not like I raised him up.
But for Ippo, he raised Ippo from step 1. And that is like Ippo's name is One Step.
Ippo. Mm-hmm. I like when he makes his little jokes about his name in the show sometimes. 1 step, 2 step. Yeah, he doesn't do it enough, honestly.
I agree. Well, yeah, when he meets Jason Osmond, he's like, yeah, it's Ippo, like 1 step, 2 step.
1 step, 2 step. It's very cute.
He's super shy when he does it, too.
1 step, 2 step, man.
Oh, gosh. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so I just wish the coach had said, that's a fucking weird name you got there.
What a weird name, 1 step.
1 step. I'm going to change your name to Kama Jr.
Yeah, Kama Jr. Ippo Kama Jr.
Takamura's name used to be Dave.
Dave.
When he changed it to Kam.
Yep.
Because,
that's me.
He's like, your name has to have Kam in it in order to be part of Kamogawa Gym.
Yeah, everyone has a Kam. Or a K, for that matter.
Kami, Oh, man. So, it's just a flashback to a time where Kamogawa and Nekota met this young woman who was in a part of Japan that got the atomic bomb dropped on it, you know?
Oh, okay.
And she had to... That's why, like, they freak out when she says that she was in this area.
Yeah, I think you saying that in the time of the war and stuff, I'm starting to piece together some of that
She
context.
has, like, radiation poisoning and probably cancer from, you know...
Yeah.
The being near where the bomb dropped.
What was the name of the city? Why am I forgetting?
I forgot the name too. I apologize.
It's
Nagasaki is one of the cities. I don't know if she was in Nagasaki though. I think she was in
what's the other name? I can't ever think of it.
It's like
Nagasaki. Hiroshima is what we're thinking of.
Oh, okay. Hiroshima.
Yeah, Hiroshima.
I don't know which one she was at though. But she's moved to where Nekota and him live, and they catch her like hanging around during the fights, you know. But the cinematography for this 4-episode run, immediately it's like
different,
up a level, up multiple levels. Like the air feels just like heavy, and the shadows are dense. The animation is completely like smooth and lifelike, or not lifelike, but lively.
Yeah.
It feels like we're watching a movie, which brings back my thing that I said about New Challenger. I had mentioned that I wish that they had done a movie for
for this
Takamura versus Brian Hawk, but I also wish this had been a movie.
Yeah,
because it would be totally a standalone 2-hour thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
But this looks good enough where it looks like a movie.
Even, you know what I think might be in there is the music also very different?
Here's the thing, it's mostly New Challenger cues.
Oh, really?
Yep, that's what helped me see that New Challenger's score was phenomenal, because like you would think that by having this guy who worked on the fighting you would use mostly the fighting cues.
Right.
That music is awesome, but it doesn't really fit
that.
This. But the New Challenger, like slightly over dramatic, like dark music, works perfectly here.
Yeah, it's it really adds that extra layer to this section, and it makes me feel things that are like uncomfortable, like
that we don't usually feel this way. That's the thing, is that this covers like emotional territory that the rest of Hajime no Ippo doesn't come close to.
No, it's mature. Such a super mature. It's such a it's really dramatic how it does it. So much so that me playing a game version of that stretch, I still feel like I can't really even describe the feeling it makes me feel. Like I feel like sad and like worried and like not scared, but like it just makes me feel like uneasy, I guess, is like about everything that's going on. I'm uneasy about Nekota and his problem. I'm really unbothered and uneasy about like his condition. I'm uneasy about Kamogawa having to face against this American with like no skills.
Giant,
like it just makes me feel like uncomfortable that like they're so out of their element against somebody who's like, it just makes me feel like, and then they have to go against it and they have to somehow prove, I don't know what they're trying to prove. Like it's almost like a losing battle that you're being forced to watch. Almost like it's similar to like a horror suspense movie or something, where like you kind of have to go along the ride because
it's disturbing.
Disturbing. Yeah, disturbing is good.
Yeah, no. So they are doing prize fighting, and an American soldier who's stationed there after the war, because America lived like they were. What's the word here? You said stationed, but that's not the right term.
Yeah.
Basically, for a while, America occupied Japan for many years after the war, and it was very uncomfortable for the Japanese citizens.
I could see that
a lot of the time.
I really could see that, yeah.
And to the point where they would like monitor the movies that were coming out to make sure there wasn't any anti-American stuff in them. It's really gross.
Yeah, that's
like
really weird.
So, like, movies about World War II didn't really get super honest until like after the United States stopped occupying Japan.
Sure.
But that's why Godzilla was so powerful and subversive, because there were like direct allegories to atomic bomb testing in the movie.
Right.
And like they got away with it. I think America had stopped occupying by 1954, but it was still like fresh on people's minds at that point.
And they still felt it.
Yeah. Anyway, that is to say that this is someone who's like a stranger in a strange land, who's like basically like laughing about destroying these Japanese fighters because it wasn't boxing.
Yeah, it wasn't boxing. They kept
and there was no weight classes. Like,
yeah, that's the other thing.
Kamogawa was such a nerd though that he was like reading about boxing in the States, and he's like, God, they're doing it so much better over there. They have actual weight classes.
Yeah.
Like, 10 rounds. Like, he was telling Nekota about it, and Nekota's like, well, what can you do?
This is what we do over here.
We're goated.
Yeah.
The thing about these guys that I wasn't prepared for was that young Nekota and young Kamogawa are just insanely powerful. They're so goated, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
Like, they have a shot where Kamogawa is running alongside a train.
Yes, they have like this, like almost like farm strength.
Yeah.
If you want to think about it like that,
because you can totally see Kamogawa with the build he has, like, you know, throwing bales of hay.
Yep.
And being like naturally strong, like not from like weightlifting. You're exactly right with the farm strength.
Yeah,
it just looks different. And,
yeah, it looks different. It seems different. Yeah,
and these guys are, I don't know if you know this, but in this flashback, they're near like 30. So they're way older too. They're way older than the guys in Ippo.
Yeah,
and it's super exciting because I think what I almost said Nekota, like he writes the show. What George Morikawa is telling us is that like, a man, I think there's a common belief that a man's peak usually happens when they turn 30.
Right.
So I think he's saying that there's a ceiling for these characters, but someone like Ippo, who's like 22 at this point in the story, hasn't reached it yet.
Yeah, he's nowhere near it.
And Takamura hasn't either. So
it's a great point. It's scary though. Yeah, that Takamura is not really there yet.
Yeah, but also Nekota and Kamogawa, they're near the end of their careers. I mean, yeah, they're about to reach the end of their careers in this. So, I should say careers in quotes, because they're doing like prize fighting, which is like people are throwing money off the street and it's not much. And it's just barbaric, man.
Yeah,
in the heat. But Anderson is this, he's this U.S. Army guy he's just huge. He looks so much bigger than everyone else.
Yeah.
They do a great job of having him be this incredible villain and threat. And
I think they were able to capture that stark difference between a common Japanese person and then this American person.
David and Goliath type of energy.
Yeah, very David and Goliath energy.
And they're having just random people fight him at first, and then he actually is like chasing after this girl that they like. Kamogawa and Nekota are hanging out at night, and it's very scary. She's running away, clearly like in fear for being assaulted.
Disturbing stuff,
being assaulted by these guys. And he kicks their asses. Like, they do save her from being assaulted by him.
But it's really just kind of stepping in front of punches, if you will.
Yeah. And after that, we get to see Nekota and Kamogawa just training like crazy. And Nekota, eventually he gets strong enough where he thinks that he can take the guy.
Yeah, and I think Kamogawa's concern was about the counter.
Yeah.
The guy he's doing these things where he's countering hits. I haven't seen that before. It's different.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Using more American boxing techniques. Type of thing.
Yeah.
But I think what makes this a 5 out of 5 story and elevates it to maybe my favorite chunk of the whole series is Nekota. The way they portrayed his brain damage, his becoming punch drunk.
Yeah, punch drunk. If you
where he's holding this, or he's asking for a cup of water because he ate too fast, and this girl hands him the cup of water, and it just slips through his hand, and the way he looks at his tremoring hand, it is like something out of a Junji Ito like horror manga, because it like fills you with that quiet like pure fear.
This is what I'm saying.
Primal fear.
Yeah, they had this. I don't know how they executed it, but they found a way to like make it disturbing or like and uneasy.
I'll tell you how. Artwork, because they have Nekota's eyes looking at his own hand with a level of fear that as if he's looking at like a serial killer.
Right.
So the art, whenever those scenes happen, or when he's pulling that rickshaw, he's trying to like make money so he can buy stuff for that girl that he likes. He starts puking in the street, like from the pain of the punch drunk syndrome.
Yeah.
And everyone's like freaking out in the street. They're like, "Oh my God, is he okay? Let's call an ambulance." And he's begging people, "Don't call an ambulance, please." Like tears in his eyes.
Yeah.
But his eyes are super wide and bloodshot. And he's like, they have this angle where he's like near the ground, but he's looking up at the guy behind him. Oh, it's a horrible angle.
Yeah, man.
It's body horror. That's what
body horror.
It's a body horror scene.
Yeah.
But it's about like brain, like relatable human injuries that we get if we're boxing,
right, or football,
or if we're unlucky enough to bang our head,
hard enough or whatever.
So that's what makes it scary, is because it's treated with the level of gravity of a body horror anime scene, and yet like something out of Akira, like
something in that tone or
in that
feel.
Tone, but it's something that could happen to you at some point in your life with degenerative conditions that our parents or our grandparents could get. So that's
wild, man.
That's what makes it so amazing, is that it hits you on multiple fronts, and then you feel bad for him, like so bad.
That's the other thing. Is like you feel bad for him. I don't think you also feel bad because like it's also kind of revealed that Kamogawa could have triggered this in Nekota, and I hate that fact.
Yeah.
There's a lot of these things where, like, I don't like that. Like, that. Why is that the cause of it?
It's almost like you feel like George went a little too far with the story. Like, he went a little too dark.
I enjoy it, though.
I do, too.
I enjoy the darkness of it. Yeah.
I believe in a thing called love. But I do genuinely love a dark story. And I think that this has enough, like... I mean, it gets real dark, man.
It really does.
Like, I guess I hadn't even thought about how dark it was until you said that. But
it's just scary.
No, and I guess the good thing is at least Nekota doesn't try to fight while having punch drunks in. Oh, wait. Yes, he does.
Yes, he does.
Yes, he does. And it's one of the most intense and frustrating fights in the whole series because he's making a fool out of Anderson. Like, he's kicking his fucking ass. But leading up to the fight, he was shaking in the dressing room, and he was like, "Please, God, please."
He's like trying to get through it.
Yeah, he's trying.
I don't like all this shit. I don't like him trying to. I have to get through this fight.
No, dude, that's what makes it great.
Right, and when I'm saying I don't like, what I mean is like I don't like the feeling it's giving me.
But the fact that it's giving you such a feeling
is good. Yeah. Like I'm like, this is horrible.
This is the most fucked up. I never thought Ippo would get this fucked up, but it does. But no, he's in the like waiting room area and like basically buying time where he's like, I can't go out there yet because he's like still shaking. And then it does go away and he locks in, and for a bit he's kicking the guy's ass.
He's talented, man. But Nekota's talented.
But then at one point he's in the corner. He's in his corner. And he's like sitting there and he's like, "Hey, wake me up." I think he says, "Wake me up" when the bell rings or something. And like he doesn't get up for a second when the bell rings. Like, you know what I mean? There's something like that where there's a warning sign where he's like, "Oh, he's not okay."
Yeah, there's warning signs without telegraphing the warning signs. Just things that are happening. You're putting together the pieces like, "Oh no, this is getting bad."
Yeah, and then as if that's not bad enough, like it would be one thing if like I think most writers would have him lose the fight because of being punch drunk. Like, he'd like have a fit right when he's about to win.
Right.
But then, George, why would you do this? Why'd you do this to me, man?
Yeah.
Then Anderson, the piece of shit, hits him in the back of his head. One of the most horrible things you could do in boxing or in a fight, where you hit someone in this soft spot right here.
Oh, the soft spot of the head. Yeah.
Right in the back of the head. And it's like, it causes immediate damage. So basically he made his condition worse. Like,
basically paralyzing him in a way.
Yeah, he's out of commission for the rest of the story.
Yeah.
And for the rest of his life. Like,
yeah, he's like, "Are you done?"
Yeah. Like, he was already done with the punch drunk, but then Anderson hits him there. And so everyone's like, "Holy shit." And Kamogawa, he trains like crazy to avenge his friend.
Yeah.
Like, after the fight, he says, I'll fight you. Like, even though he didn't want to, as soon as he saw what happened to Nekota, he's like, I'm going to fight you piece of shit.
Also, he realizes that Kamogawa's not a skilled boxer.
He's an Ippo.
Yeah,
he is an Ippo.
He is an Ippo, but without a special move.
Well,
he does have one.
Yes.
It's not a special move as much as it's like the last bullet.
Yeah.
I got one thing, if all else fails, I got this.
So I think that what makes this arc so great is it makes a lot of Kamogawa's questionable coaching tactics make sense retroactively.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because he's reckless. He's reckless. He's a crazy person. And he trained so hard for fighting Anderson, he broke his hands the day of the match.
This is the type of fear that there is. I feel the fear that Kamogawa's not acting as if he's in fear. Mm-hmm. He's just using that energy to then funnel his training. But I feel I'm not training. I'm feeling all the other stuff that you're going through, to get psyched up to go fight this guy. It's insane. You're fighting somebody who's. It's like. I don't know. It's like somebody who's had a couple of play fights going against some professional athlete, almost in that weird maybe it's not that stark and maybe it's not that stark.
Not play fights, but
but it feels like that. So his thing is I'm just gonna hit him really hard.
Yeah,
which is such a crazy way to think about going into a ring with somebody who knows how to actually fight. I'm just gonna hit you really hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, he punched a tree so hard that he punched it into a mountain.
Yeah, he's beating a log into a hillside.
Yeah, but the thing is that he breaks his fists doing this. So it's that type of crazy training so hard that you actually hurt yourself and gave yourself a handicap the day of the fight.
It's just fucking nuts.
But he still
There's more shit on top. He
still does it. He still beats him.
Yeah.
And then they reveal at the end of the fight that the only reason he didn't hit his jaw when the guy was bent over in pain was because it would have hurt his fist more to hit his jaw as opposed to his ribs.
Yes, yes, because his hand's broken, so he's I'm just going to hit you in a softer spot.
Yeah, I think it's going to hurt either way, to be honest.
Yeah, it's going to hurt because my hand's fucked up.
But, I
also really shout out to the American guy, the good American guy who's
he loved the Japanese.
He's they're so great.
That's one of my favorite. he saves the arc from being a total depressing
from
slog
super dark
because he's I'm sorry, Japanese men. I'm sorry, honorable Japanese men. You
guys are very
proud and noble.
Yeah.
He almost is fetishizing Japanese people with how much
they have never experienced it before.
Yeah, he's these guys are great.
Yeah, this is different. These guys are really different.
You know what he is? He is a Mike Woke / Mike Jallah insert.
Yeah. He's definitely a Mike Woke, Mike Me. These guys
are awesome.
Yeah, these guys.
Gazelle punch.
Yeah, the gazelle punch.
When he yelled, "Do a gazelle punch," I was like, that kind of took me out of the show.
Do a gazelle,
or no, do a Dempsey roll.
Yeah. Dempsey roll now.
Dempsey, I think Jack Dempsey was
around that time. Yeah,
I think he was in the 20s.
Shit.
So they could have done a Dempsey roll.
He could have, but you never would have. I mean, that move.
You know what's funny is that I've sometimes thought about what if they used the fighting soundtrack during this section, and it would be so unfitting if
would not work at all
during the final fight with Anderson and Kamogawa. If when he's doing that big punch, it goes da-na, this rock song comes out of nowhere.
Would not work.
It would make it suck. No, so we should pay special tribute to the fact that the final fight with Kamogawa and Anderson is just incredible because it's Kamogawa just putting his entire, his whole spirit into two different punches,
He had to do it.
The animation and artwork for it, they, put it, to JoJo's Bizarre levels, of storyboarding and animation. And the colors, it's like a painting, you gotta see this to believe it. And it's crazy. When I saw that clip, before I had finished Ippo of him defeating Anderson, I didn't know it was Kamogawa, so I didn't get it spoiled.
You wouldn't know who he was.
I didn't know who he was, but it was like, wow, this show is going to look amazing. I'm so excited. It is movie quality, like that final fight. And Nekota is great. He wakes up from his coma because he was in a coma from that fight, of course.
Yeah.
And immediately says, I got to get there. I got to go to work like Kamogawa is. And he gives him some support and transfers his energy to him by giving him a really soft punch on the cheek. And
they were really just really tugging. They were really trying to tug.
Great trio. And, after the fight, the guy who loves Japanese people holds up the guy's arm to declare victory, holds up Kamogawa's arm to declare victory. And he's the one who realizes, he broke his fists, because they're both bleeding. And
bleeding out.
He's like, wait a second, you didn't punch his chin because you broke your fucking fists.
Yeah, and that's why.
Yeah, it's a crazy reveal. But it makes sense that this old fool is the one who's training both Ippo and Takamura. Because it's like he just never throws in the towel when he should. There's certain moments.
Always holds on to it.
Yeah, there's certain moments, and it's because he can see himself in them where he's like, I know that we can push ourselves.
Yeah, because again, I think a lot of that fight he's getting fucked up.
Yeah.
That's not that's the other thing about that fight is there's no back and forth really in that fight. It's just you getting duffed out.
Yeah.
And
then just having to...
You have to just take it.
Lay it all out on the line.
Yeah, I'll do the punch now. I'm going to do it.
I'm just going to pretend he's a tree.
Yeah, I'm going to pretend he's a tree. I'm going to hit him so hard in the gut.
Yeah. No, but the shots of whenever, the show has people breaking ribs, and then they suddenly get, anatomically detailed. Oh,
I love those.
Just love those shots.
Yeah, those are great.
They did that with Ippo versus Sendo, too.
Yep.
That really helps make the fight
that much better, yeah.
So this is also in my top 5 Ippo fights. It's actually number 2.
It's a great fight.
For my top 6 Ippo fights, I believe it's something like number 1, Kimura versus Mashiba. Number 2, sometimes I say Mashiba, it's like Milady. Mashiba. Number 2 is Kamogawa versus Anderson. Number 3, Ippo versus Sawamura. So 2 of my favorite fights ever are in Rising.
Too, yeah.
So I'm and also Aoki's in there too. So I got to give it some space.
Shout out to Aoki.
Yeah, the great Aoki. And number 4 is I think Ippo versus Sendo 2. And I think number 5 would be probably I think Ippo versus I think Takamura versus Brian Hawk would be number 4, and then number 5 would be Ippo versus Sendo 2.
Nice.
Yeah, a lot of non-Ippo fights on there, but
it's all right. Ippo's got some good ones in there. It's just that
he's got to grow.
Yeah, he's got to grow more, and I think Takamura's fight with Brian Hawk is probably my number 1, just for the reaction that I got to the fight. And just being on it, going through and watching the show and getting to that point in the series where I saw something like that anime-wise, I was like, wow, that's incredible. So that took me by surprise. And then I'd probably throw in there, I did really enjoy, Ippo's fight where he wins the Japanese championship. Who's he fighting in that? Was that Sendo? Was that the first Sendo fight?
That's the second.
That's the second Sendo. I do enjoy that. I don't know if that's number 2, but that's in my list. I also enjoyed... I do love the Sawamura fight. That one was really good. The Kimura Mashiba was really good too. That's probably number 2 or 3. And then last one would probably be, I did enjoy one of the Miyata fights. I don't know if it's up there at the top. But
number 6 for me is Miyata versus Jimmy Sisfar, where he's in I think Thailand or
that's a good one. That's a real good. I think that would be my 5th or something like that.
Yeah. I love that one because I'm interrupting your top 5.
No, you're good. That's all I had for that.
Just because they really do a great job in that 2 episodes of explaining why it's nearly impossible for him to win.
Yeah.
But over time, he finds this sliver of hope and puts everything he has into that counter.
Yep.
And his dad's like, there's that line where he says, a counter like this, you need not just skill, but guts or something like that. It takes, or heart.
Heart, yeah.
Yeah, and he says, if you hit him, he will fall. Like, just that, it's
so good.
So great line.
Yeah, so good. So yeah, that one's definitely in my top 5 for sure. And then obviously honorable mentions like the Kamogawa fight with the American.
The great Anderson.
Yeah, the great Anderson. The great Anderson.
We used to have great boxers, whatever happened.
Yeah, Mr. Anderson.
Yeah. That makes me think of The Matrix.
Yeah, Mr. Anderson.
I do want to make an honorable mention to the fact that Kamogawa is where Ippo got his riz from, because Kamogawa has this beautiful woman throwing herself at him the whole thing, and
that's right.
He just kind of leads her on, but leads her.
No, like almost the opposite.
Like where he's like, yeah, well, I think Nekota likes you, and she's like, I like you, bro.
Right? What's wrong with you? I like you.
And he doesn't have the courage to say, hey, I don't like you. I think he does like.
I think
her,
he likes her. He
just couldn't possibly know what to do with a woman. He's too focused on boxing.
Yeah, he's like, I just love boxing,
and that's how the arc ends. Is like she's getting on a train and she's like, I don't want to leave with Nekota. I want to be with you. And he
before she even gets that,
she's like about to confess she loves him, and he goes, yeah, I think I'm going to keep studying boxing. I don't think I'll ever love anything except for boxing.
Sorry.
And so she's like, oh.
Okay.
All right. And then she
decision made.
I'm going to just live with this guy and be his caretaker.
Yeah, basically.
And then she goes on the train and flips a switch and is super sweet to Nekota and basically is going to make his life better for him.
Oh, yeah,
his caretaker.
I think that's great.
Second place.
Yeah. No, and I think that's great for Nekota, though, because...
I hope they were happy.
Because Nekota really dug her.
Yeah, and he's like...
And he needs help.
He's been through a lot, and he does need help. He needs a caretaker, and it's just... And she'll be hopefully happy with him and Wanpo, or whatever the dog's name was back then.
Oh, I'm sure.
Whatever dog he got.
Yeah, I'm sure she loved it.
That'd be cool if we got to see another flashback of their domestic life before she passed away. From
a little slice of life vid.
Yeah.
Drama slice of life vid.
Well, the thing about Ippo is I wish there were entire spin-off series.
Mm-hmm. They got some good meat on the bones still.
Yeah. Maybe George can sign off on some spin-offs by other artists.
That'd be interesting. That'd be very interesting.
But yeah, so for me, if New Challenger was a 7.5, I'd give New Rising.
New Rising.
I'd give Rising an 8.5, and I give the Fighting a 9.5. So
yeah,
it feels probably a little close to the Fighting, but I love so much of Rising, even with the flaws, even with the focus on the Dempsey role. The fact that there's still moments where it feels like the show's on fast forward and you're missing. They did really try to include more slice of life.
Yeah, they did better
chill
with it.
Stuff.
Yeah, they definitely did better with it.
But they still have to put the fast forward on for those chill moments, and it feels just kind of
And I think Rising does a good job of just consistently being not dropping below a certain bar.
Yeah.
And then for me, the Challenger hits such a high peak.
Yeah.
That it helps it stay afloat.
Yeah.
And I'm
just barely.
Yeah, I'm wow, okay. You gave me that. Cool.
I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied and smiling.
You're right. You gave me that, and that was top. That was great. Cool.
Yeah, I would say those last 4 episodes of Rising are at that level, if not more.
No, the last 4 Rising is something different. It's definitely something different. Imagine a show that was just that. I don't know if I could.
I feel guilty for saying, but it's probably my favorite part of Hajime No Ippo, and I go, wait, so then I like that more than the main character's story? And I go, I start panicking. I go, wait, but I just watched 75 episodes of that.
I think they were able to give you something different at a high level so you could really, really enjoy it.
You make a good point where it's could I watch a 13-episode season of this? I definitely could, but I don't know if it would last at that quality level for all 13 episods.
Yeah, so. And do you want to be in that state? I don't know.
I love Darkness, though. I mean, I think that...
It's a good spot.
I think it would be a really great show. I think it probably wouldn't be the positive force that it is in my life.
That's what it would be something different.
Yeah. It would be really artful, like something like Monster.
Mm-hmm.
But I
something like Monster, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so you like Rising, even though you were having some doubts about it?
Yeah. Just the Ippo stuff.
The Ippo stuff
is a little less enjoyable. Well, I guess Ippo doesn't barely exist in Challenger, so it's like I don't really grade it on that. I'm grading like his friends and his friends' struggle.
It almost is weirder than New Challenger because it starts out with an Ippo focused episode, and like it seems like they're going to do a better job of balancing Ippo. And he gets 2 fights, and then he kind of just like is again kicked out of the series.
Yeah,
like he's kicked out for the for the David Eagle stuff, and then he's kicked out pretty much for the flashback.
That's what I'm saying.
So it's like, yeah, it's that's why the whole like this whole format doesn't work, because it's like, oh, we'll bring it back for like these 25 episode cores, and it's just it doesn't make sense as like random seasons of television.
Yeah,
it makes sense as part of a long story that has 1,500 chapters.
Yeah, and by the way, you started out with 75.
Yeah,
you can't do another. I mean, let me not act as if these things can easily be whipped up. Exactly. No, you can't do another 75.
But that's the point. Is like instead of like saying we're going to pre-plan and do only 25 episodes, it would have been so much cooler if it was like a open-ended thing where it's like. But then the problem is then they wouldn't be able to plan out stuff like the Brian Hawk fight.
Yeah, you couldn't build it.
Yeah, like if that were part of a weekly anime, it would not look as good at all. Like,
and it'd be kind
or other episodes would have to melt in exchange for that.
Melt quite a bit,
which we saw in the Fighting of all shows. Right? The episode before,
one little slip.
The Dempsey roll is just a complete Hanna-Barbera disaster. All right, but anyway, enough Ippo. This is the end of the Ippo-Pa-Looza, the summer Ippo-Pa-Looza. I think we'll probably talk about Ippo again in the future. Probably next week, if I were to guess. But,
yeah, I got a few Ippo things I'm whipping up, but they're not show related. They're more fun related.
We'll do an Ippo miscellaneous Looza.
Yeah, miscellaneous Looza.
Miss Saluza. I don't know who she is, but
I like her.
Fun fact, I drank a soda for this episode called A&W Ice Cream Sundae. 0 sugar, 0 caffeine.
Beautiful.
It actually tasted really good.
Well, a lot of this 0 sugar stuff is like gotten so well executed that you really don't need the sugar stuff.
So I'm stubborn, and I always go, I don't want to get 0 sugar. I want the sugar.
Yeah,
but for this,
that's an American thought,
Shut up, man. You shut up.
What I mean to say is that we love the sugar here.
We do
quite a bit.
Yeah,
and
sugar, na 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 na. I mean, that's a great song. I think that's part of why I like Sugar is because I love that song.
I got
the Archies,
Candy Girl.
You are my candy girl. And yeah, the Archies were a good band. Good band.
Yeah, that's a great song.
Yeah. So anyway, I would give the soda an 8.5 out of 10. if I were to rate it on the Ippo scale,
8.5
starts out having an Ippo sort of flavor, and it tastes like an eagle for a bit.
Tastes like an eagle. I'm drinking a Trader Joe's sparkling water flavored watermelon lemonade.
Ooh.
And I actually like it quite nicely. I think I give it a
all right, here we go.
Flavored water scale. I'd probably give it a solid 7.
That'll do.
Solid.
That'll
7.
do, pig. That'll do.
Yeah, I say solid 7. Let me not bring any metrics in there, but I think it's strong.
All right, very good. Well, thank you. If you listen to the Ippo-Pa-Looza, you are in the first tier of Akira Slide fan. You are our favorite fan. There will be one of you. It's just Waylon.
You got to tolerate us going through our love for Hajime.
A little man named Ippo.
Yeah.
A little man named Shimabukuro.
I guess the ultimate question is, has he discovered why? Or
what it means to be strong?
What it means to be strong.
You know what I thought you were going to ask? I think the ultimate question is it a flop or a flip? I would say all 3 series are a flip.
No, they're all flips.
Oh, thank God.
They're all flips.
Scary stuff.
Hence why we're here.
Flip with intent, where they flipped with intent, and that scared the other boxer.
Oh, yeah. Flinched.
He flipped with intent. Next week, we're going to be talking about, well, a little thing called life.
That, and I know we saw some movies, too.
Oh, yeah, I saw Weapons last night.
Dude, you saw it?
Yeah.
I want to see it.
It's,
I want to see it.
I don't want to spoil anything, but it's quite scary.
I can't wait.
Oh.
I want to see Weapons. Everyone's seeing Weapons.
I'll talk about it next week then.
Nice. I'll talk about, I think, the movie I saw, if I can remember correctly, unless I already spoke about it.
Was it Challengers?
No, it wasn't Challengers, but we do need to watch that.
That's still the funniest faux pas I've ever made on the podcast.
That was great. Challengers.
You know what I'm excited for is Challengers, and you're like,
Was the other movie Weapons?
Yeah, it was.
Weapons and Challengers.
So I got them mixed up.
It was good times, good times.
The three-way movie, Mike? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Perfect.
Yeah. Sort of Ippo-esque.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, exactly. Very Ippo-esque, exactly.
No, what was the movie you saw so we can tease next week's?
I'm like now not remembering because I know we talked about Fantastic Four.
Oh, yeah, and I saw that too as well.
Nice, yeah. Did I see another movie besides Fantastic Four? Maybe not, though. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm thinking about
you
Fantastic
talked about
Four.
Fan Four Stick.
I did. I already spoke about that, yeah.
Last week.
Well, I'll think on it, guys. I don't know exactly. I don't know if I even saw another movie, to be honest with you.
Oh, man.
Dad brain.
Dad.
I don't know if I saw something, but I feel like I did, and maybe I'll bring it up.
I did wake you up before I got here. You weren't sure if I was coming, so you were going to bed.
Yeah, robe and all.
And then all of a sudden you get a text from me, almost here, buddy. And you were like, what the fuck?
Damn it.
But unfortunately, we have a written legal agreement that if I show up to your house, we have to do an Oculus Live.
Obligation, if you will.
An obligation.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone likes to feel like an obligation. All right. Until next time, keep sliding, you buzzards.
Get out of here.
Yeah.